Hello, everyone. This is Eglantine's daughter here. Eglantine will be back in just a moment. He did go out for a little bit, but I am here to start things off. So hopefully everyone's had a good day so far. So what we have on the wall right now, these are going to be the $1 comics. So what we have right now, we have Terror Inc., issue number 4, Cable, annual 99. We have Extreme, The Lost Gods. Looks like issue 5. It's either 585 or 565. The Lost Gods 513. Sleepwalker issue 11. Sleepwalker issue 15. Blood Feud, Spawn. Looks like Generation X 96. And Generation X 97. And the bidding begins now. We're going to go for lot 1. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing all right. Just came from the Young Washington movie. It's pretty good. It gets the broad strokes of that specific time in his life right, and even some small parts too, with some exceptions. That's pretty good. I didn't even know that was a movie. Actually, let me look it up real quick. Priority. Young Washington movie. Oh yeah, no, I have heard of this. Yeah, I think I did kind of want to. I think I did kind of want to check this out, see how it is. That's like, I wouldn't mind checking this one out. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I really haven't seen that many like new movies lately. Like I've mostly just been kind of like I mean my boyfriend and I we have like this list of movies and stuff that we're going through, but like it's like we are still going through it. There's way too much and stuff keeps getting added. I don't know when the hell we're gonna get through that list. But like what were the exceptions to like the movie? Like what were the exceptions that didn't like line up? It's crazy that by the time he in his by that time in his 20s he's was already 7 feet tall. What the fuck? Um, hello, Era Galenian? Era Galenian? Good evening, all you awesome people. Hello. Yeah, right now, like I said, Eglantine, he will be back. Um, he's just picking up my mom at the moment. She from work. So it might take a minute. He sent me a message saying that it might take a little bit longer. I'm guessing because the streets are flooded. Because we are under like a flood watch right now. And also he got stopped by a train. I think the biggest exception it had to the actual history was is that they were a bit soft on Washington's mother. She was a real piece of work. Yeah, like I have heard of like what was it? Like there was like a YouTube channel that like, sometimes like I watch like their little shorts up or something like that. And I remember them talking about Washington's mom and how she was pretty much how she was kind of like a like kind of like a strong woman because I mean she had to raise all those kids by herself, and two, like I think like what was it like kind of like prevented him, like stopped him from like joining like the redcoats, and then like even kind of like acted like he didn't take care of her when he literally did, and he had to bring a witness or some shit. Like I like yeah, like I remember seeing something like that. Like she wasn't like a soft woman. She was tough, but like from what it sounded like, she was tough, but overall one of the best for her kids. But she was tough. But I don't know much more about her other than that. Oh, right. I think I'm going to end the lot here, or put 1 minute warning. But yeah, we have. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Eglantine has told you guys already that we got ourselves a new cat. It's a little kitten who's running around the house right now. Which I had him kind of like secluded because we have an orange cat who is not necessarily friendly. Oh, you'll give $7 for the lot? All right. There we go. All righty. Hey there, Tony Hayes. What's up? Give me 1 second. Let me make your character sheet real quick. Okay, so yeah. All right. Give me 1 second, and then we'll end this slot right here. So I also have really high standards for portrayals of Washington, especially after HBO's John Adams, which is the closest thing we will ever get to seeing the real guy this side of mortality. Holy crap! I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one either. Like I probably will probably add these to the list. So it's like I said, like I haven't been watching too much stuff. And then like currently, since he's been grinding out like speed runs and stuff like that, we haven't been watching anything. All right. So all right. So let me. All right. So then let's end this lot here. And we'll start with lot number 2, which is going to be the $2 lot. So let me switch that up real quick. All right. Just give us 1 second to switch these out. Yay!
Superman and Action Comics, number 690. The Adventures of Superman, number 500. The Uncanny X-Men, number 276. The Marvel Mag of Mirth and Mayhem, What the Mutant Beach Party, number 4. U.S. Agent, number 1. Oh, there's 2 issues of What the issue number 25. U.S. Agent number 3. And U.S. Agent number 4. X-Men 95. And Gen 13 number 5.
Alrighty, and then we will go for lot 2 here. And remember, everything is starting here at $2. Alrighty, hey there, Jim. How you doing? All right, that miniseries had him down to the mannerisms, exact head shape, look, height, soft-spokenness, until his temper is pushed, humbled yet aristocratic, to even recreating his accent. Holy shit. The tour guide in Washington, D.C., and I did Mountain Vernon, tour Arlington Cemetery, the Washington Monument, and then down to the Parkway to Mountain Vernon, then the estate, and we had to talk about George Washington. All the way down or all the way back, I would be interested in seeing this movie. Yeah, I should probably go and, like I said, I should probably look it up, like try to check it out. I'll talk about it to my boyfriend later. All right, $2 on F, G, and H. All right. Okay, so that is U.S. Agent. Numbers 1 and 3. Oh, and H. Okay. And 4. Okay. U.S. Agent. What? So that'd be 6. Okay, and then the gem. Okay, and then Jim for $2 on A, B, C, and J. So that is. Can we? It's Gen 13. Number 5. All right. Okay. All right. So what's left on this board right now are the 2 What Does and X-Men 95. $2 each. DE. What the? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we have what the $25. All right. It's 2 and 2. And then what's left on this board is just the X-Men 95 with Mr. Sinister. It is the Heir to the Apocalypse versus Sinister. All right. But for now, I am going to put in the $1, not the $1, the 1 minute warning. All right. 1 minute warning. All right. The show did a ton of research for pretty much every spoken character. Same thing for them. Look-alike actors recreated colonial accents based on their tendencies in writing. Holy crap. That's really, really freaking good. What the hell? Ben Franklin created a document that's like the Rosetta Stone for us knowing what colonial Americans talked like, describing each sound phonetically on paper. That's actually really freaking cool. Holy, I didn't even know that. That's really cool. Where's E? He okay? Yeah, E is fine. He just got home, so so he'll probably be upstairs in just a minute. He was out just for a moment because he was picking up my mom from work. All right, I will. I mean, he'll probably be in here in just a minute to say hi. But yeah, like he will be back. He's going to be back in just a moment. Like probably in maybe like the next 5 minutes, I would say he will be in this room. All right, so then we'll end lot 2. All right, so okay, so top row we have so for Jim we have the Superman Action Comics, Adventures of Superman, Uncanny X-Men, Gen 13. Those are Jim's. And then for Tony Hayes, it will be the 3 US Agents. And then for Darkness Come, it's the 2 What Does. All right. And so the X-Men 95, that one's the only one that goes to the bin. All righty. All right. So far, so good for this one so far. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It looks like this lot is a very X-Men heavy lot.
X-Men Classic number 54. X-Men Classic number 58. X-Men Classic number 62. X-Men Classic number 72. X-Men Classic number 75. X-Men Classic number 80. X-Men Classic number 87. X-Men Classic number 88. X-Men Classic number 89.
You're just writing straight onto their page.
And X-Men Classic number 94.
Don't space it. And put the title and then the price.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then we're gonna go for lottery.
Oh. Victorian, right? What?
Yeah, we're talking about like the history and stuff that like Austin went to see the Young Washington movie.
Good movie.
Yeah. That's what he was saying. That like overall it was also fairly accurate, except for like maybe like a few exceptions. And then they were talking about the John Adams miniseries where they got pretty much everything down accurately, even down to the accent. So they're talking about like how Benjamin Franklin had a document which was like the Rosetta Stone for us knowing what they talked like back then.
Yeah, Young Washington was good. It did have some historical inaccuracies. There was one scene where he fought aliens. I thought that was a little bit far-fetched, but I guess they wanted to get that genre money. So, yeah.
What was that one movie? What was like Abraham Lincoln versus vampires or something?
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter. It was stupid. Okay.
All right.
Take it up. I was telling Ashley how she hangs around for a while longer. I'll take you guys to talk tomorrow. But she was like, Elizabeth don't like Thai food. You. Hold on. I gotta use the restroom. Feel free to partake of a coffee milk.
The X-Men classics and classic X-Men books are worth the price. Most not only reprint original tales, but they add a new story in some. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
Good deal.
There's some in the back. Also, you have a few up there with Adam Hughes covers. So
Yep.
they are undervalued at $2.
I mean, well, this is a lot. I mean, we can, if anything, we can do like a little bit of a deal as well. We could do,
50 for the lot.
yeah, we could do like about like maybe like 15 for the lot if anyone's interested. $15 for the whole lot. Be kind of like you're getting. It'd be kind of like you're getting like two of the books for free, and one of the books for a half price. All right, so we do have a deal, 15 for the whole lot. Great books to pick up. 15, lot number 3. All right, darkness. All right. Add that to your character sheet real quick. All right, X-Men. Classic. Lot. Here we go. All righty. Okay, so then we're going to end lot 3. These were all got by darkness. All right, we're trying to fill the small box. Eric and Boyd. Oh, darkness was first for the $15 lot. Are we doing like a little battle right here, or you want to go buy anything tonight?
What Marvel What If number 19? This What If Vision of the Avengers conquered the world?
Trying to catch the kitty.
Which one? Is he in the house too?
Marvel What If
Sophie.
What If number 24? What if Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires?
Oh, okay. All right. So Eric and Boyd, are you still interested in like the X-Men one? So that one, Darkness Comes. That they already got like the $15 deal. So for you would have to, if you wanted to do like a little bit of a battle, you would have to put in 16. But so I can read off those issue numbers, but as of right now, that bid goes to Darkness Comes. Okay.
Marvel What If number 25. What if the Marvel superheroes had lost Atlantis attack? Marvel What If number 27. What if Namor had joined the Fantastic Four? Marvel What If number 29. What if Captain America had formed the Avengers? Marvel What If number 33. What if Phoenix rose again? Marvel What If number 35. What if the Fantastic Four fought Doctor Doom and Annihilus? Marvel What If number 36. What if the Cosmic Avengers battled the Guardians of the Galaxy? Marvel What If number 43. What if Wolverine had married Mariko? And Marvel What If number 46. What if Cable had destroyed the X-Men?
All right, so this one's lot 3. Oh, sorry, lot 4. All righty. Are you? He's there. I see him in the chat. Darkness Comes. Like now, I feel like I'm getting gaslit. Like, I literally see him right there. I see him right here. $20 for the lot. Tony Hayes. All right, give me 1 second. Hey. So, what if what? $20. All right. Okay, so I guess 10 lot 4. There we go. Since he isn't here, he's been making bank so hard tonight. Yeah, that is so mean. All righty, and then this next, okay, and then like this next one here. Okay, so this is the last of the $2 lots. We're moving now on to the $3 lots. All of these go to Tony Hayes.
Hayes.
Switch.
Fantastic Four, number 262. X-Men Adventures, number 1. Marvel Annual, The Hero Killers, Part 1, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 26. The Mighty Thor, number 450. The Mighty Thor, number 356.
Alright, so I guess there might be like a dispute for one of the lots, but like I can't. But like,
The Spectacular Spider-Man, number
Darkness.
201.
Oh, darkness comes here.
yeah, darkness comes like the fantastic lot.
Don't space them. Okay.
I don't know what you mean by that, but like, and you told me to put the prices over here.
Right.
But like like Eric and Boyd also put $15. And I said, well, darkness comes. They already did the $15 lot.
Who did it first?
Darkness comes.
So he got it first.
So then I said, if you're trying to do this, you're allowed to do more. So
It would have been if like 1550 or higher than
Yeah.
it got. But if there was no
Yeah.
raised
Like-
bid, it goes to darkness comes.
but like, I don't know.
I'll get it. I'll take it.
Spider-Man, number 35. Web of Spider-Man, number 95. Venom, number 1.
Well, it's Venom the Mace.
Venom the Mace, number 1.
Okay.
Venom the Madness, number 1.
Bidding begins at $3 each as soon as it gets done. Go for lot. Wait, what are we on? What lot are we on here? That is lot number 5, I guess. All right. Here we are. Cool. Ah, goodness. What I'm missing here, where's darkness comes? I don't see him, says Eric and Boyd. Well, my iPad is showing me different format. Going to check it out. Says, I don't know what I did to do this, but there's like the phone and the regular. I don't know. Okay, lot number 4 was to Tony for 20. And then here we go. Who are you talking to? Austin. Okay. But Darkness Comes is here. All righty. And yeah, he had the, there you go. Ashley said there was a little bit of dispute. He did have that before the stop. All right. I'd rather see Cable destroy the X-Men than Marvel writers and editorial. Oh, shots fired. Good shots, too. Sorry, guys. I tried to bribe my daughter into hanging out. She did not. Elizabeth did.
Yep.
Elizabeth is being bribed or paid. I guess you could call it paid if you're doing it every week. But yeah, there you go. All right, Jim comes in with 3 on C and D. That is the Amazing Spider-Man Annual, number 26. All righty. Amazing Spider Annual, number 26. There we go. And D is the Mighty Thor, 450. Thor, 450. All right. There we go. Oh, I thought you were making a joke about not seeing Darkness Comes because he's dark haired. Oh, okay. There you go. That's actually pretty cool. Bum, 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 bum. I do recommend make sure that you're on live on the live comments on the YouTubes. There we go. Alrighty. All right. Not a bad way. I am on live chat. I always am. Well, he is there. Let's see. Darkness may be on vertical side. It popped up that way for me when I originally clicked. I'm gonna figure out. I don't know what I did. I will try to figure out how not to do that. I don't see it on the layouts. Hotkeys, recording, audio, camera. Is that it? Nope. Huh. But yeah, they do have 2 different ways now. It's like one is kind of like the shorts, and then the other one is just regular. I prefer regular because you can see all the books at once. I don't know how it is on the shorts. Yeah. But StreamYard does this thing now where they're always asking me at the end of the evening, for on the far right, it's all $3 right now. It's all starting at $3. No one's bid on issue number 356, the Hercules issue. I believe that was the Assistant Editors Month issue. Funny issue, by the way. I did like that. I read the out of that when I was a kid. Okay. Can DC switch over to the regular YouTube format? Well, if I had somebody on with me, I could go and check the I could check the setup and everything. Because it is a bit of a pain. I get it. Can DC? He just said he saw a different format on his iPad. There you go. I don't want 2 different formats on my auction. It's a pain in the ass. You want everybody to be able to see all of the comments and such. Yeah. It'd be like if I was running an auction on different, not just formats, but different channels. I don't want that shit. There we go. And do 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 do. All right, my patience has been exhausted. This isn't fair to me. I don't see him. Well, everybody's under the same thing. It's not. Nobody's doing anything to you, Eric and Boyd. It's something that happened. Nobody's doing anything. We're not actively trying to hurt anyone. Okay, Elizabeth, do you have StreamYard? Can you put StreamYard on your phone real quick? I need you to jump on so I could jump off and I could see if I can't get rid of this this thing real quick. But if you guys are on and you're looking at basically vertical, there's 2 versions of this. Please get to the one that's like normal screen, and then I can move on here. I don't want I don't want this to continue. All right. Bum, 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 dum, ba-na-na, ba-na, bum. Okay. Oh, here we go. One slick dude is jumping on real quick. It says his devices are not connected, but as soon as they are, I'll add them on and then I'll bounce out real quick to the setup and see what's going on. Because I don't do this because they tried to get me to do this for a while, but I just don't like it. So when one slick does bounce in. All right. Here we are. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you and see you. Did you mean for the camera to be on? Because you've never done that before.
No, I didn't.
No, there you go. That one slick, he's a handsome man. All right, I'll bounce real quick.
In here to do something, so.
Okay, I'll bounce out real quick. I'll bounce right back in after I check this out. Let's fix this.
Are you not playing to tame?
Alrighty. Yeah, it's not letting me change it. I guess it's because the live stream is already going. So just have to make, if I'm saying something you guys don't see.
Does it allow you to put up the on-screen scrolling chat that shows both of them?
Yep. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's going to cause a little trouble with INJ a little bit.
Well, at least
But
that
there
way
you
they'll
go.
be able to see when darkness comes and makes a bid.
Right. At least it'll be more open and such like that. Great idea, sir. All righty. Okay, there you go. I apologize. I do not put that in. It's been popping up. I do see that it's been changed. I did not change it because I don't like it, but there you go. That being said, should we move on, or now that we're here, are we talking comics again? I don't know if I should, aside from the fact that we've had a couple of bids from Jim, should I reintroduce this lot, or should we just move on? What do you think?
Yeah. Do you have any
books up
bids
here.
on it yet?
So, Jim. Jim has the Thor number 450 and the Amazing Spider-Man annual number 26. So far, 2 bids. We have no love right now for the Fantastic Four 262, one of, if not the greatest issue of Fantastic Four ever written. The issue number 1 for X-Men Adventures. And then we've got Thor number 356, which is Hercules telling a young blonde about the time that he beat the crap out of Thor. And then we've got Spectacular Spider-Man 201 and 35, parts of Maximum Carnage. And then we've got 95 of Web of Spider-Man. And then Venom the Mace number 1 and Venom the Madness number 1. Alrighty. There's a small icon of a smartphone on those vertical formats. Yep. And if anybody, we'll just keep saying, hey, if you guys notice somebody in the chat that's, or we call out a name, just let me know, and I'll do little announcements, find the other one, that kind of thing. All right, let's get the 1 minute warning here. There we are. 1 minute warning. There we go. So how have you been there, One Slick?
Oh, pretty good.
That's good. Oh, we get 3 on A from Jim, which is the Fantastic Four. One of, if not the greatest issue of Fantastic Four ever written. All righty. Fantastic Four 262.
I'm rather surprised nobody's bidding on the Maximum Carnage issues.
I know. I'm kind of surprised when Spider-Man does not sell in the auctions. I'm figuring these are issues everybody has, or maybe the whole Spider-Man thing just isn't as popular here. But I've actually had a hard time selling 80s and 90s Spider-Man here before, which I have to think it's because, we're an older crowd. I've seen the analytics. It's got to be because, we got them. Because I take these to the flea market and 3 days later, they're gone. That just is the way it is with some titles. Maybe there should be a warning in the vertical chat not to bid on it to avoid confusion. If I knew how to only send a message to it, my whole thing is both of them. I can't see individual. I'm seeing everything. It's kind of kooky. They've got me on 2 different formats. On vertical for the phones, and then, Hey, Justice Force Comics number 32. I met the first 31 of your brothers, and they seem pretty cool. Welcome. And then we got 3 on F and G. All right. I try to say and because every time I say 3 on F and G, it sounds like I'm swearing in my head. All righty. And that is Spectacular Spider-Man number 201. Spec Spidey 201 to Tony Hayes. All righty. And then we've got Spider-Man number 35. Okay, Tony's. I generally go for Web of Spider-Man and the run of Amazing before McFarlane did the art. Okay. Hey, you know what? I'm always on the lookout for Spider-Man anyway. Like I said, if it doesn't sell here, it sells at the flea market. You know what? I could not believe I had these Flash issues. It was a whole bunch of the Wally West Flash run. And I'm trying to get the comics out of my room, so I price them all out. I take them to the flea market. I've got them at $3 each, and I've got about 100 issues. And they're there just to hold. So my whole thing is I go to the flea market when I'm making an auction, and I pull from the boxes and everything there. That way, the amount of comic books in the room here are at a minimum, and it's still crowded, by the way. I went to get some Flash. They were gone. They sold the F out. I was actually surprised. Is Absolute Batman this generation's ASM? That is an interesting question, Justice for Comics. One Slick, do you have an answer for this one? Because I do, but before I go on a rant, maybe somebody with a level head and more intelligence might want to answer.
I think that Absolute Batman has more to do with speculation right now than it does with popularity.
All right, I don't have to rant. One Slick nailed it. Yeah, I agree with you. I think a lot of stuff has to do. Now, the one thing that would argue about that is that hey, honey, we're getting to stop. The one thing that would argue that point is that every issue of Batman, Absolute Batman, is selling. I've seen quite a few books where the first issue sells out, and you see on eBay it's now going for $50, even though it's been out for 30 seconds. But issue number 2 doesn't do dick. That's speculation writ large right there. All righty. So what do we got? Amazing Spider-Man Annual and Thor is with Jim, as well as Fantastic Four 262. And Tony Hayes has Spectacular Spider-Man and Regular Spider-Man. These first two right here, F and G. Everything else into the reject box. All righty. And that's very common from what I'm seeing. Or okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can tell just by looking where it stops. Here you go, honey. Bum, bum. Let's see. Absolute Batman is a $300 book. When that animated show comes out, expected to go much higher. All righty. Let's see Elizabeth do her thing here.
Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, number 543. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, number 544. Uncle Scrooge, number 237. Uncle Scrooge, number 238. Uncle Scrooge Adventures, number 17. Donald Duck, number 276. Donald Duck, number 275. Donald Duck Adventures, number 17. Donald Duck Adventures, number 16. And Donald Duck Adventures, number 15.
All righty. Bidding begins $3 each as soon as we get the go for lot number 6, I think it was. There we go. You know who else likes speculation, says Austin? George Washington. He was all into land speculation, whereas John Adams frowned on it and accurately predicted that his son would regret land speculation, losing a lot of money. You know, Austin really does. He gets a bone, and man, he will chew on it. I dig on that, man. I think Spider-Man 3 was my first Spider-Man movie in theaters, says Austin. Mine was Spider-Man. Yeah. Alrighty. And let's see if there's any love for these. Tony Hayes, I unfortunately did not. I took a couple of days off, and I went out, and I absolutely did bad. And I absolutely understand if you're angry. I went out for my birthday, and I knew I was going to get money on Thursday, and it didn't come in until yesterday. So now I will be doing shipping later. I was expecting the money earlier, where I was going to do the shipping on Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So yeah, I just got caught with my pants down. I do apologize. But I do have the money, and I will be doing shipping for you, for Jim, for Dom, for Ethereal Dragon, for Clint, and for Eric and Boyd. All right. Anyone else who wants their book shipped this week? Oh. Let's see. We got some Walt Disney comics and stories. Great fun, by the way. I did read the Gladstones in the 90s. They are a lot of fun. And if you have kids, a great way to get them to start reading. And from the reports, we actually kind of need that these days. All righty. But unfortunately, no love for the Disney so far. Already. Okay, thanks. If I can have it waiting for me to pick up at my post office next Saturday, that would be great. Okay, I'll have it out. I'll put it in on. I'll put it out. I know Gail goes to work all day on Monday, so I'll have the free time. I'll take her to work, and I'll have the free time all day. So there you go. I'll make sure it's out on Monday. From there, it's up to the U.S. Postal Service, who, by the way, did not deliver all of the books today that they said they were going to. That does occasionally happen with the tracking. All righty. Well, unfortunately, not a lot of love going to the Disney. You ever watch the cartoons? I know they've got them on Disney Plus now. A while back, 20 years ago, I bought these 10, 20, 30, almost 30 years ago now. They put out these 10 sets for Disney movies. And one of the things they did was they would put out complete collections of Mickey, Donald, Minnie Mouse, and so forth. And my favorite, by the way, is Goofy. I watch that on a regular. Yeah, I can only pick up my packages at the post office from 11:30 to 12:30 on Saturdays. Yikes. That is harsh. That must be busy as hell. Okay, there's no love for the Walt Disney books right now, so let's get the 1 minute warning. Oh, you know what? No, let's just get the stop. Let's move on. There you go, Elizabeth. You want to get these down, and we will get the next round up. I'll tell you what. I won't even go 25 on this. I'll go 20 if anybody wants to take the entire lot. We'll go 20. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, wait, I only put 9 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that is kooky. All right, hun. Right now they're all going to the reject box. But if anybody wants to take me up on the offer, from 30 for the lot to 20 for the lot. Okay. Yeah, that's got to be a pain in the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the first one is 3 issues in one there.
The Incomplete Death's Head, number 1, 2, and 3.
And it's not complete because it's only 3 issues of 12. Aren't we clever?
The Punisher Back to School Special, number 1. Daredevil, number 186.
It's part of Frank Miller run.
Here Comes Daredevil, number 193.
Here he comes. Here comes Daredevil. He's a demon with an axe.
Daredevil, number 199. Daredevil, number 260. Daredevil, number 231.
Born again.
And Daredevil, number 233. Daredevil, number
Whoops.
233 again. And Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, number 219.
Another Frank Miller issue, which is pretty darn good. It's one of those strangers in town stories. All righty, bidding begins at $3 each. Students get to go for lot numbers. All righty, some great Daredevils up here, kids. And a pretty good Punisher Back to School special and a Death's Head that, in all honesty, I never read. I never got into Death's Head. I think I read an issue back in the day when it first came out. I probably did because I was reading everything. Couldn't tell you 2 things about it, though. Alrighty. All right, and let's see how these go. So where would you go on this one, One Slick?
Well, when it comes to visual, my eyes are drawn first to C.
Oh yeah, that's such a great cover too.
Oh boy!
And that is also a Frank Miller issue, and Tony Hayes is going for B. All right. And that is Daredevil number 193. Yeah, that's just a great run. I would recommend, by the way, issue 199 as well. Also, the Typhoid Mary issue. Everybody knows the Born Agains are pretty darn good. You having a party?
No, it's just the TV in the background in the other room.
Okay. What's caught your interest these days?
Oh, it's not me. The family's in there watching a movie on TV.
Ah, okay.
Most of the stuff I
Well,
watch is videos that I already have.
Okay. I started. There's someone started selling DVDs and Blu-rays for only $1 at the flea market. So I've been rebuilding my my Disney collection and such. That was a Vincent Price evil laugh if I've ever heard one, says Austin, talking about the person in the background of your.
I have a lot of Disney stuff, but it's all on VHS.
Wow. Do you still have a VHS player?
Yes, I do. They're
Okay.
they're the original. They're the original VHS releases from when they first came out.
Alrighty. What that is the original stuff was even before the clamshell.
Because that's just like
Is-
I have the original set of Star Wars before they redid them and scrapped the old ones.
Yeah, I had those for a while. Now I have them digitally. Somebody put them on the online, and I downloaded them. They work and they watch pretty well too. All right, so far there's no love for the Daredevil here, except for the one issue 193 or Punisher or Death's Head. You're gonna get the 1 minute warning, and otherwise we will move on. All righty. There you go. Excuse me. Okay. But once again, highly recommend issue number 219, which is J. And, well, all the Born Agains, or I guess I should say both of them are pretty good as well. And anything Frank Miller. So check out C as well. Yeah. Now I got the Speed Racer soundtrack theme song in my head. It's stuck there. Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. All right. I have 2 sets of pre-special edition Star Wars trilogy on VHS and the Indiana Jones trilogy. I just need a VCR. I think you can find those still in thrift shops and pawn shops. Yep. All right, Elizabeth, let's get the stop. Only 1 book sold out of this lot. Okie dokie. And it is Daredevil 193. G, please. Yeah, I'm seeing every time I type in anything, I'm seeing it twice. All righty, that goes Tony Hayes. That's too bad. I was hoping those Daredevils would go.
Yeah, that's because it's showing up in both streams.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that happened. But I understand any kind of frustration with it. But
I think before you set up the stream, you have to select whether you want either or both.
My default has always been just the one. So I don't know if StreamYard did it or maybe I did by accident.
Now it sounds like something changed and your default is now both.
Yeah, because this happened for the last 2 or 3 streams. And yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I don't like it at all. It splits the audience. I don't know if it's anybody new. I don't know if somebody's watching on the phone side that's like, whoo, I've never seen this before. Or if like it happened where Darkness Comes finds himself on the wrong format. But I don't like splitting the audience at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Let me change the 3 to a 5. $5 comics. There you go. All righty, kiddo.
DC Annual, The New Teen Titans, number 1. DC Annual, Tales of the Teen Titans, number 3. Shazam, The New Beginning, number 1. DC Comics presents Superman 100-page spectacular, number 1. Superman, The Earth Stealers.
John Byrne, Kurt Swan.
Excalibur,
Just that special edition. What does it say on the bottom? Heir apparent.
Heir Apparent. Countdown to Infinite Crisis, number 1. Birthright, issue 1. Batman versus Predator, number 1. Punisher and Captain America, Blood and Glory.
All right.
Number 1 of 3.
It's a yeah. Alrighty, bidding begins at $5 each as soon as we get the go for lot number 8. Dun dun dun. Right off the bat, I could highly recommend those new Teen Titans annuals. It's probably the two that I would say are tip top up on the board. And Batman versus Predator, hell of a lot of fun. A lot of people had a hard time with the Infinite Crisis because of the ending. I thought it was okay. I thought it was good until the ending. And the Shazam miniseries is awesome. How about you, One Slick?
Yeah, I'd go to the Titans annuals first, and then the Batman versus Predator.
Those are some good books to have. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. So is there an elusive, we were talking movies, so is there an elusive movie out there, something that you have not been able to find that you can't find on streaming either?
I don't know, because the problem is I've got such a large video collection.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff that, if I have a hard time finding it, it's the older stuff in black and white.
Ah, okay. I know this will sound silly, but a movie that I cannot seem to find in the wild. It's a favorite of mine since I was a kid. I do like the nostalgia factors of the movies I watched as a child, and it's called Private Eyes, starring Don Knotts and Tim Conway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a funny as hell film. I'm a Don Knotts fan. I'm a Tim Conway fan. So I was quite fond of it. I can get it on digital, but the DVDs kind of eluded me, and I've never seen it in the wild. It is kooky that way.
I might have, but it was a long time ago, and I think it was in a box set of Don Knotts collection.
Oh, nice.
That had like 5 or 6 of his movies.
Yeah, I actually bought one of those. I bought it so I could have Hot Lead and Cold Feet, which I think is very funny, especially Don Knotts versus Jack Elam. Jack Elam plays an assassin, or not assassin. He's there to kill Don Knotts. And every time they square off, something stupid happens to him. It's, like I said, it's childish fun, but I enjoy my nostalgia. That's, like I said, that's why I've got Disney Plus, so I can watch those old movies I used to watch.
Well, that was the thing with Don Knotts movies. They're just pure family comedy, and there's no way you could sit through one of those things and not laugh hysterically at it.
Yep. And I was happy I found the Incredible Mr. Limpet at the flea market. That was a bit of a find to me.
I have several different collections like that, because I have one collection that has Cary Grant movies.
Oh, there's sweet.
Probably 15 movies in that collection.
Holy crap. That's got to be like Gunga Din and all that kind of. Usually when it's a collection that big, it's hardly the more popular ones.
There's a lot of them that a lot of people don't either know or remember that's in that set. Yep. There's a lot of them that I really like. So I watch them fairly regularly. But I have stuff like, Mr. Moto collections, Abbott and Costello collections, stuff like that, Sherlock Holmes.
Right now, Jim has the only bid. That's Superman 100-page spectacular. I truly do recommend those Tales of the Teen Titans and the Batman versus Predator. I know I read that Punisher Captain America, but I can't remember it. I do remember Earth Stealers being good. I have the Treasure of the Four Crowns on VHS, says Tony Hayes. I don't know what that is. Usually I know movies right off the top. I'm pretty good with them as well. Is Darkness Come still here? I hope he didn't get chased away by the problems that were plaguing earlier. Okay. Bum bum ba da da do do do. I'm gonna hit the 1 minute warning as we are moving along tonight. There we go. Whoop.
I know that.
Go ahead.
I know that RDV always, when he was streaming, always had both of them. And for me, it was a pain because the vertical would always come up, and I'd end up clicking on that one I didn't want to be on. So I got to where I had to turn off notifications for the vertical so that I get the regular.
I'm wondering, because I do know he started one up. I'm wondering if he changed it. And I've just been going on, yeah, that might have actually been what happened. Hey, Mel, what's up? Is that Dude? Yes, that's Dude. It's One Slick Dude, ladies and gentlemen. He's joining us. We're just having a conversation about movies and whatever the hell actually you guys want to talk about. We're talking about how somebody should be picking up these new Teen Titans annuals and that Batman vs. Predator #1. Dolomite is in freaking incredible. And I can't believe how fun that movie is. It is one of the dumbest movies I have ever seen, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And Dolomite, yes, Dolomite 2, The Human Tornado. Those movies are so much fun. Oh, if you have not seen it, Eddie Murphy did a movie where he played, what is his name? Rudy Ray Moore, right? It really is a great movie. I actually like Dolomite better than I do the Shaft films. So, but when I got into when I started really getting into movies, I did the blaxploitation thing. You know, gotta watch them all. Check out Cleopatra Jones and Foxy Brown. Realize that the woman who plays Foxy Brown is the woman that plays the Spider Lady in Something Wicked This Way Comes. Alrighty. Okay, Elizabeth, come on in. Let's get a stop to this. Once again, only one bid, and that was on the Superman 100-page spectacular. We're doing good for a while there. Alrighty, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Superman 100-page and everything else to the reject box. Dun, 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 what has that been? 10? I'll tell you what. Anybody wants to take the 2 Teen Titans? Be for 8. There we go. For now, here you go, Elizabeth. Do your thing. It's your thing. For now.
Marvel Tales featuring Fantastic Four #1. Lady Death swimsuit special #1. Weird Science Fantasy special issue #4.
I thought you were going to read the whole thing. EC challenges the U.S. Air Force with this illustrated factual flying saucer report. Dun, dun, dun.
Vengeance of Vampirella #6.
From the Harris years. That's a Adam Hughes cover.
Weird Western Tales starring Scalp Hunter #55.
The Scalp Hunter is the Indian, not the cavalry guy.
Weird Western Tales starring Scalp Hunter, number 61. Weird Western Tales starring Scalp Hunter, number 62. Weird Western Tales starring Scalp Hunter, number 64. Weird Western Tales starring Scalp Hunter, number 66. And Weird Western Tales starring Scalp Hunter, number 60.
Alrighty, bidding begins $5 each as soon as we get the go for lot number 9. 9, go for lot 9. There we go. Alrighty, good times. To me, the Scalp Hunter's gots to go. How about you, One Slick?
Yeah, Scalp Hunter is interesting. It's a nice little run there.
Yeah. That is, we've got 61, 62. Well, we bounced to 64, 66. Get some good stuff here. Oh, Jim puts $5 on Scalp Hunters. All righty. And we get a Hayatoni from Mill. All right, I'm going to put Scalp Hunter lot. What's still left? Vampirella, that weird science fantasy, some good 1950s sci-fi comics. There you go. I don't know how interested this crowd would be in a Lady Death swimsuit issue. Scalp Hunter lot, Jim. And that would be... I'll do the Teen Titans annual number 1 for $5 from the last lot, says Mill. Okie dokie. Thank you, sir. Alrighty. New Teen Titans annual 1. And that is Mill. $5. I have a birthday present on the way, and it is the Teen Titans Silver Age Omnibus, Volume 1. Very excited for that. I'm especially excited to get Volume 2 because that's where they have all those horror covers and everything. It kind of gets a little bit darker. Sorry I got here a bit late, going back over past it. By all means. And just remember, if you want an entire lot or if you want a whole bunch, just ask. I could do a deal. It's a good day. Good. Oh, and I made a deal on the Disney lot instead of $3 each, $2 each, if anybody wants to take up on that. All right. Good day, sunshine. Saturdays is the same thing for me, where all I do is work on the auction and I watch TV. I try to put on a comic book show, and today I watched Invincible, season 4. I guess that's the last season. They kind of wrapped that up. It's really good. They nailed it. In my opinion, they nailed the ending. That's not something that a lot of superhero TV shows do. Elizabeth. I am cold, which means you are freezing. Is that right? Please, by all means, make it not freezing and or cold here. Yeah. Okay. Good times. Let's see. So far, Jim has the Scalp Hunters. There's no love for... Huh. That is weird. Are you guys hearing like wind and all that kind of stuff? And like a little hospital beep, beep, that kind of thing? That's so weird. I'm
not hearing it on my end.
No, it's me. I realized yours is you're muted, so it was on mine. I'm like, I've never heard that before. Goodness gracious. I think I'm going to give up on StreamYard eventually here. I went over to somebody, Netters. They had something there. It looked fine. They said it's cheaper too. But the whole thing about I'm getting screwed over by StreamYard here. I don't know. Lady Death has no love. Weird science fantasy has no love, and neither does the Vengeance of Vampirella. I'm going to put the 1 minute warning here. All righty. Let's get those taken care of, and then we're going to move on to some big dogs. There's some big dogs here. But I don't know, I've been having fun just kind of catching up with all these series I haven't seen. But there's a new season of the Prime Batman show. I forgot what it was called. Which, okay, here's the thing. If you change the characters a little bit, okay, look, it's happened, you know? And we've dealt with the race swaps and all that kind of stuff since the very beginning. Harvey Dent in Batman 89 was a black man. Who cares? But if you change everything, are you still dealing with the same characters?
There's one show that I've been watching. Haven't gotten too far, only through like 8 episodes of it, but it's very interesting. It's called The Institute.
Oh, I want to see that. Is that good?
So far, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a nail biter.
Okay. That might be something to put on. Eric's been talking about The Wire for a long time, and I haven't done that. I was thinking of putting that on with Gail. She likes like The Sopranos and I guess what people would call prestige TV. Elizabeth, want to come on over and let's get these down. We'll get the next round up. And M. Mill is saying, somehow never heard of the Scalp Hunters, but the cover's looking true. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I have read this. As a matter of fact, I read it for a video. All righty. Scalp Hunters are all going to Jim, and the other 4 are going to the reject box. Good day, sunshine. All righty. Those to Jim. And those are in the reject box. All righty, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The night crawlers are a set.
Okay. Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, hold on. Okay, now we do it because yeah, that was blurry as F.
Conan the
Better put
Barbarian.
Clifford up.
Number 1.
Oh, thank you. She just said while we were talking over, she just said Conan the Barbarian, number 1. It's there you go.
Giant size Conan the Barbarian, The Hour of the Dragon. Number 1. Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, number 1.
The Marvel Comics Tarzan, number 1.
Sergio Aragones's Gru the Wanderer, number 1.
You would love that book. I know your sense of humor. You would love that book.
Johnny Quest.
Free Comic Book Day, Johnny Quest.
Disney's Tarzan, number 1.
Man, it got blurred. Okay, there we go.
The Nocturnals, number 1.
And
And 2.
there you go.
Nightcrawler, number 1, 2, and 3,
And 4.
and 4.
Yeah, they did not see book 2 or yeah. They're all there, guys.
Marvel, What If Phoenix Had Not Died, number 27. And Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1.
All right. which probably should be a $10. All right, let's go for lot number 10. Bidding begins as marked. Go for lot 10. There we go. How about this time around, Mr. Dude?
Oh, the Nightcrawler series is a lot of fun. And
Yeah,
the Johnny Quest.
I read the hell out of that Phoenix issue, man. The What If number 27 is one of my favorite what ifs. Johnny Quest, obviously. The Nocturnals was a lot of fun. I like Dan Barrington's art ever since I saw him in I saw it in that Psycho miniseries. And we've got I trust that Elizabeth put all 4 issues of. Yes, you must trust because she didn't really show it, but yeah, she did. She did. It's okay. You did it quick, so you like a corner popped in, and that was all. But yes, here is issue number 2, and here is issue number 4. There you go. Wow. And so far we got a bid on C, Tarzan number 1 by Jim. Oh. That Johnny Quest is from last year. It is good, though. Last year. I thought it was a couple of years ago. Was it from last year? I learn something new every day. Alrighty, let's see. I need a middle page. Superman 100 page, and that is to Jim. And that is 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Middle is New Teen Titans Annual 1. All right. Let's see. I trust Elizabeth. Her father, on the other hand, that is just because you are a good read of character, I guess. Mills says 8 on J, the Guardians Ode to Galaxy. GOTG1. Now, this is my guard. I like them a little bit better than the Dan Abnett one. I've never actually been able to get in. I want to. It's like I pick up the new Guardians. I want to like them. It's just they're just not as interesting to me as this. And it could be a bit of they're not my Guardians, but I don't know. Still, it's been 20 years since we've had the other one. I don't know. Which way does your pendulum swing on the Guardians? You go old school there, one slick, or are you more of a modern day? Would you take 8 on the
I think I'm more old school on that.
Old school, yeah. Tony, no. I think I could get $10 for it. I think I get $10 for it. I'll probably get. Yeah, I'm gonna hold out. Oh, Mill saying Nightcrawler's a regular at $2.50 each. That's exactly the thing. If you go to a comic shop, you're probably gonna pay $4 or $5 each on the issues. Yeah, I'll wait. Once again, it's a case of first weeks. Maybe maybe in the future or something, but this is day 1, so I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit, or hopefully sell it then. But yeah. Mill, my mind would have gone that direction anyway. You didn't do any damage. Actually, you might have helped because you pointed out it's only $2.50. Tony's like, thanks, Mill, a-hole. These are the only Guardians. The ones in the movies are Infinity Watch, a few joke characters, says Jim. Okay. But yeah, this run was so good. And I like the Korvac saga, and I like the stuff leading up to it. Yep, it's just a really good run. Okay. But still, so far, only one book has got a, oh, no, two. Tarzan and Guardians of the Galaxy. Mel has the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Jim has the Tarzan #1. There you go. Let's see. These are the okay. 3 years of Guardians, 70s, 90s, and yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying there. Because the 70s, they were written a little bit differently. $10 on H. Send it to Tony, please, says Mill. All righty. I will do that. Nightcrawler. 1 through 4. Send Tony. All right. And let's see, Tony Hayes. Tony Hayes. You got to say it with power. Well, the respect that man deserves. All right, let's see, Nightcrawler. 1 through 4. And that is 10, 13, 19. All right. Now we'll go. Already done, bro, Mill says to Tony as he's thanking him, but saying not necessary. Thank you very much. But, dude, what's your take on the B and C? The B and C. Wait, the are you talking about Giant Size Conan and the Tarzan? I did read the Tarzan. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good run. I don't think I've ever read that issue of Giant Size Conan.
Yeah, the giant size Conans were pretty good because I've got those. The Tarzan, Marvel's not bad, but I prefer the DC version.
Yep. Okay. Was it a little rougher, or what made the DC better?
Well, I think the stories were a little better, and I like the art better in the DC version.
Okay. I'm curious about Ron Howard's Conan the Barbarian right here. That was something. I mean, the fact that it's by Ron Howard. It's I was thinking, I don't think that's the right Howard, but there you go. I mean, especially then, because really all he directed at that point was Night Shift and Grand Theft Auto. So why give him a Conan book? Yes, I could say that with absolute straight face because I've been married for so long. You know what I'm talking about, One Slick. Just received an Avengers 16 in the mail today in better condition than I expected. I'm a happy guy. That does make you feel happy when you see a really nice copy of a book. I remember I got a collection with a whole bunch of Spider-Woman, and they were freaking mint condition. I had never seen books look so beautiful.
I think the best collection I ever purchased cost me about $300, and it was a guy who had a complete run of Amazing Spider-Man from issue 300 through 800. Plus there was a number of other Spider-Man titles in that, but the books were all unread. He bought them and bagged them and boarded them and never read them.
Wow. On one hand, what a waste. On the other hand, good for you, One Slick. Yeah.
Yeah, considering that issue 300 goes for more than what I paid for the whole collection.
I know, right? That is pretty cool when you find that. The I was talking to the other day on that lady's show. They asked me about my wall books and everything, and in that scratch and dent collection I got was the first appearance of Black Panther. And it doesn't have a cover. I don't give a shit, but I looked it up and it's $150 without the cover. I mean, holy crap. It's wonderful when you find that kind of thing, when you get that one gem in a collection. Maybe you didn't see it, or maybe it wasn't listed. The person doesn't know. A is a colorized reprint of a black and white story from the Savage Sword magazine, says Jackson. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll tell you what. Let's go. What's that? 16. Let's go 13 on the 2 giant-sized Conans. As a matter of fact, any combination of 2 8s, I'll go 13 on. And I'll go 20 on 3 of them.
Yeah, Tony. I understand that, man. I bought that Nightcrawler series off the newsstand when it came out.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun book. I don't know. I do say that Daredevil is my favorite run, but you got to give something up for Claremont's X-Men. Because it's not just the X-Men. He hit everything at a certain point. I was worried it would go out in the stream with you. Wait, what? Troy Pacelli has also been having StreamYard problems recently. Earlier on your birthday, his usual lunch stream, StreamYard, and his camera just stopped working. I was worried. Thank you. I'm happy you put that in there, because I know it's not all my equipment. I know I got a cheap mic, but I never had problems with this cheap mic before. The camera, this is the same camera I've been using since we were in Florida. All of a sudden, I'm having all these problems with it. So yeah, it's a little iffy.
Sometimes the problem is when these platforms upgrade their programming, that some of the older stuff no longer works with it.
Yeah.
So you end up having to update your equipment in order to keep, using it.
Yeah. That's Tony Hayes saying Iceman, Firestorm. Magic also had 4-issue limited series. I've sold the Firestar a couple of times. I think I sold one Iceman set in 3 issues a couple of weeks ago. Magic I've had once or twice. How? Okay. There we go.
I think the most popular ones were Nightcrawler, Storm, Wolverine, and Kitty Pryde.
As far as the members?
As far as the miniseries X-Men's.
Wait, Storm had one in the 80s?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I know she was on Magic. Alrighty. Well, let's see. What did I miss? I got to write down. Oh, Nightcrawler. All right. 1 through 4. Well, $10. Send to Tony. All right. And with that, let's move on here, Elizabeth. Let's move on. Hopefully some of these will sell next week. If not this week. Actually, hopefully a lot will sell next week. We got the it's not next week, it's the week after that is the comic book show, right? Okay. All right.
Actually, the Storm series came out in 1996.
Okay. Tarzan is with Jim. You know what? I was gonna change that 8 to a 10. Jim got it at 8, and then Guardians of the Galaxy is with Mill. Nightcrawler is with Tony Hayes. Well, Mill's paying, and Tony Hayes is getting. All righty, kids, you're letting go a lot of good books here. That what if is really, really good. Let me get the stop here. Once again, though, if something has not been bid on, Tony Hayes says, I still have my Firestar series from 1985. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And much like our cover rankings, this auction is about to go to war.
The Golden Age of Marvel, Fantasy Masterpieces, All Stories Complete, number 10.
Starring the all winners. Dun dun dun.
Flash Gordon,
Ah, he'll save every one of us.
Airboy, number 1.
Save some room.
There you go.
Airboy number 1.
The Losers, number 137. Enemy Ace, number 145. Sergeant Rock, number 389.
That's just straight up Sergeant Rock.
Yay.
That looks like Sergeant Rock's granddad.
Nick Fury and his Halloween Commandos, number 74.
People like Sergeant Rock better than Nick Fury.
Okay.
That's a true fact. Between the two of them, I saw more Sergeant Rock.
Enemy Ace, number 26.
That's a book about the fucking Nazis. No, seriously, he's a German pilot. But this is World War One, so they're not the horrible bad guys.
Sergeant Rock, number 310.
It actually says, by the way, you can't see it because of the price tag. It does say Hitler's Wolf Child.
And Sergeant Rock, number 307.
307. All righty. We're going to war, kids. Lots of good books on this shelf. Let's go for lot number 11. There you go. I'm going to say it again there, Slick. What looks good to you? Oh, he bowed out. So I'll tell you straight up, get that Enemy Ace, by the way. It's a great book. Any of the Enemy Aces. The Sergeant Rocks, I've been reading these. They are awesome. They are freaking awesome. Mill says 10. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, the masterpieces and the R fighting forces.
That's where you would go?
Yes.
Yep. Mill
Probably is a third. Probably is a third option. The Nick Fury.
So you're the one that would go for Nick Fury first.
Yeah, I've got quite a few of them, including issue 13.
I've had lots of Nick Fury and I've had lots of Sergeant Rock, and Sergeant Rock just goes. Watch me not sell a Sergeant Rock at all today, but yeah. Generally, I sell more Sergeant Rock than Nick Fury. Please, guys, prove me wrong. Pick up a Nick Fury book.
There's some good Sergeant Rocks.
Yeah.
Most of the ones of his I like are more the Bronze Age.
Mm-hmm. These are like in the 80s. The 80s run. Hey. 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 Yes, I play around with the bird like that. He wants me to let him out.
Pistachio's unhappy because he's not getting his close up.
That's basically true, yeah. The one reason, there's a couple of reasons actually, but one of the main reasons I do not let Pistachio out during the auction is that I cannot trust that he will not land on the comic books and decide to relieve himself.
Or land on the camera.
Yeah, he did, by the way. He did do that the other night. Mooned everybody. But yeah, he has done that actually. He has landed on the camera and pooped. Nobody mentioned it. It went by so quick, nobody mentioned it. But he did land on the comics once, and I thought it was cute. And then I thought, well, what if he turns around and just poops right down the books? That wouldn't go very well. So this pistachio variant cover. By the way, somebody, I don't know who did it, but somebody bought a.
That's what you call a very personalized copy.
Yep. Twiddles chewed on a comic book, and somebody bought it. I'm very grateful. I only sold it for $1. It was called Journey. And I'm sitting here, we're doing a live stream. I'm hearing chip, 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 chip. And I look over and Twiddles is tearing at a comic book. Yeah. All right. No love for the war books today. A little shocked at that one. But Jim does have, or I'm sorry, Mill has the fantasy masterpieces. There you go. Excuse me. And that is issue number 10 at 10. There we are. Let's see. I guess get the 1 minute warning. I bought, oh, that, it was you, Austin. Okay. It was you that bought the Twiddles book. There you go. And let's get the 1 minute warning as I'm waiting for Elizabeth. Elizabeth has a, she's offered to show off the books. I told her, I said, I think people like it when you show off the books. And she said she would keep doing it. I offered her $20 an auction. So anytime she wants to make $20, she can come in and show off books. And it's worked out, right? Yeah, the $20 deal for you to show off some books. You ready to take some down? Oh,
Good way to get some extra money for art supplies.
One Slick is guessing that you feel it's a good way to get money for art supplies.
Yep.
And I like that idea because it gets me and Elizabeth close to our favorite hamburger restaurant. Am I right, Elizabeth?
Yep.
She can have her fish and chips, and I can have my Fuego burger. Oh, I got to take a picture of that thing. It is the hottest thing I have ever eaten. All right, let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3 Sergeant Rocks. That would be 24. Let's go, like I said, for the same as the last time. Anybody take me up on those Sergeant Rocks? All 3 of them for 20. We got 2 enemy aces. Once again, we'll go 13. And then we'll pair together the our fighting forces and the Nick Furies. Same deal. I bought the 70s Batman cover and the Twiddles ripped one. Austin's buying all the novelty stuff. All right, if anybody wants to take me up on those offers, by all means, please do. Fantasy Masterpiece is going to get a mill, and everything else right now is hitting the rejects. All right. Good day, sunshine. This is the pistachio variant. You want to let pistachio out? Knowing that he'll probably fly on your head just as much as mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There you go.
Star Kid, number.
Oh, it's a one shot.
Okay.
It's the you remember Star Kid? Vaguely, yeah. You were pretty young. It's the movie adaptation, I think. Oh no, it's a prequel to the movie. Okay, so it's a brand new story for those 2,000 kids that can't remember the movie like you.
Jurassic Park Raptor, number 1 of 2.
There you go. And it does have Zorro Zero on. It's still in its wrap. It was put together with Zorro number 0. It's still in its bag. So there you go.
Planet of the Apes.
That's the Tim Burton movie adaptation. Everybody loves the movie. Now you get to read the comic.
Justice Society of America, number 1.
By James Robinson. It is great.
Superman.
Honestly, you don't know what that is.
Death of Superman.
Hey, all right, but that is the 15th. I'm sorry, the 30th anniversary issue. That's why it's not.
Justice League of America,
Now this should be higher. That should be a higher price.
number 138.
Okay. Just want to show off that right there. Hold on. This should be a higher price. There you go. I should probably put 15 on that easy, but there you go. Alrighty, Neil Adams, famous Neil Adams Justice League cover, issue number 138. I love that cover too.
The Hawk and Dove, number 1. DC Annual Justice League International, number 2.
Good day, sunshine.
Adventure Comics presents Supergirl, number
Put that in the
408.
center. That's more of a center book than Joker. Yeah. What number is that again?
408.
408.
And Detective Comics, number 443.
Yeah, put the Joker all the way down at the end. Put that one close to it there. Okay. Is that's a yeah. All right. You want to hear something interesting about the Supergirl? You see the outfit she's wearing right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the it's got the symbol, sure, but it's not exactly the Supergirl outfit. DC Comics had a contest where people could design Supergirl outfits. And for a period, Supergirl was in all of these different weird outfits, these different 1970s outfits. Here you go, guys. Go for lot 12. Price begins as marked. And yeah, I actually like this one. There's one, it's kind of a horror cover with like a muck monster coming out of the river. That one is sought after because they call it side boob Supergirl. But this one's pretty good. As a matter of fact, I recommend the Adventure Comics, the Hawk and Dove, and the Justice League. Probably Detective Comics. I know for reading, the JSA is awesome. Okay. Let's see if we don't get any biddings. We want the biddings. How about you, Slick? What looks good to you?
Oh, the JLA, Hawk and Dove, Supergirl, Detective Comics.
Yeah, same. those four right across the board, man. I don't know. Did we lose our audience? I'm not seeing any comments or anything. By all means, ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening in, feel free to bid if you see something you like. PayPal address is mediamadmen1@gmail.com. Shipping is pretty simple. 1 to 18 regular size books go into priority padded envelope for $12, and then 19 to 50 regular size comics are $20. They fit into a flat rate box, and then 51 and up, usually a short box. But these days, I'm kind of having to steer towards regular boxes. I got to order another thing of short boxes, but I take the hell out of them and try to protect those books from the United States Post Office for you. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Dude is quite the step up from that other older fella. Right. Agree with one, Slick. And he goes 10 on F, H, I, and 12 on G. All righty. Wait, 10 on F, H, and I. And 12 on G. No, I'm going to hold on to it. Okay. I thought you were. Okay, cool. All right, Mill, I got you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. C, 1, 2, 3, 5. D. Okay, and Jim comes in with 10 on I, 8 on J. You're a little late. You got to go. Oh, wait. Nope, nobody bid on J. It's the I that you were a little late on. You got to go 1050 or higher there, Mr. Sorensen. Mill had the I first. Okay, and that was F, which is the Justice League. What was it? 138. My bad memory. All right, Mill. Okay. And then we've got, let's see, H is Adventure Comics 408. Okay. And then we have, let's see, I is Detective Comics. All right, Detcom. And that's still Mill. And then Hawk and Dove. And that is Mill with 20. Alrighty. Notice I didn't say Breen. Oh, okay. Breen's busy watching his Red Sox game, I'm sure. Hey, you know what? He's on a run. He's been enjoying his Sox. I know he said the streak had ended, but still, he's riding a Red Sox high right now. You got to give him his Red Sox space. He'll be in. He'll be in when the games are over, I'm sure. As a matter of fact, I'll make sure to leave a link for him. Let me do that right now, as a matter of fact. Okay. There you go. All right. For when the games are over. There we go. Cool. Good day, sunshine. I don't blame them. It's fun when your team is doing well. Oh man, right before the Bucks forgot how to play football, I was riding a high last year, and then they said, "You know what? We're going to lose from here on in." But they were doing well for a while. Eric, 2 up in the 6th, and the games are never over. Well, come on in after your socks are done in the dryer, I guess. Okay, where were we? Jim had 10 on I and 8 on J, but unfortunately for him, the detective is already taken. But here is the Justice League annual. I believe that was on 2. There you go. And Jim has it for 8. Come on in. You know you can't resist. G, 2, 3, 4, 5. H, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eric Breen is saying, never! I shall never come into the show. All right, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing, what was it, Star Spangled War stories for the cover ranking. So please join us for that. All right. What needs some love here? Star Kid, come on. You remember the 2000 movie Star Kid? Of course you don't. My children are the only ones that ever. Wow, Elizabeth can peep in a higher pitch than Pistachio. Let's hear it. There you go. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Can you make Pistachio answer you? Try it. Do it like the way he screeches, like something like that. Nope. Nope. I can't do it either. There you go. That's the way to get him. He knows the whistle, but that's a whistle I give him all the time. That's just, hey, it's Daddy. That's good.
There we
Yeah.
go. Tail around his body.
Oh, the cat. No. We have for those of you who don't know, we have a new addition to our family. There was a kitten running around our yard, and we think he's a dwarf. He was abandoned by his mom, and we were looking it up.
So small.
Oh, he's the size of a Coke can. He is really, really tiny. And Gail, thank God, loves tiny things. We wouldn't be married if she didn't. But no, they got a hold of it, brought it in, and now we have another member of the family. But we're kind of looking after it because we think it's way too small to survive on its own. And he looks to the cats we already have as kind of big brothers. Yeah. He actually follows one around.
Gizmo hid from him tonight.
Oh, really?
Gizmo is between the wall and the cabinets in the kitchen where there's that little space. He crawled back there.
To get away from the kitten?
Yes, and he fell asleep back there.
Oh
That's where
my
he is
gosh.
right now.
So he wants to get away from the annoying kid, basically. That is funny. This kid won't leave me alone. He won't leave me alone. What am I doing? Okay, it's been a while, but we got a few. Let me put up the 1 minute warning actually as I read off the books one more time that haven't gotten bids. I'm gonna put the 1 minute warning in. These are the big dogs. I am trying to sell. I sometimes joke around, not on camera or on microphone, but I do sometimes that it's like in Jaws. This is our summer. If the big dogs don't do well, it's like, oh my gosh, there goes our summer. Because they wanted to close the beach. You can't close the beaches. It's only for 2 weeks. 2 weeks is like a year. Yeah. 2 weeks in the summer is like a year. Give the cat away. I'm sure somebody will give it a good home, says Mill. Well, the people that wanted it were a whole bunch of like 8-year-old little girls that were seen running up and down the street with kittens in their arms. Didn't look safe. I don't know. But I think Mill's right. I think if we give it away, especially when it's small like this, somebody will take care of it. Okay, now she's not saying the words, Mill, but the fire in the eyes, I think she's saying F you. It's just what I'm translating right there, but I don't think you're gonna get killed, but I think you're gonna get killed through me. Like vicariously, your death will come about for suggesting she gets rid of this kitten. Yeah. All right, let's get that 1 minute warning. There we go. And we do not have any love for the Star Kid, for the Raptor, for the Planet of the Apes, JSA, or the Actually, Topper Up. I'm surprised at the JSA. JSA is a great book. James Robinson is the writer on it. Great stuff. We all know Death of Superman. I get it with the Planet of the Apes, but it came in the collection. It came in the collection there. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 32. That's 42. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll go $32 on the Topper Up. You get the Star Kid, the Raptor, the Planet of the Apes, the JSA. I'll throw in the Superman. Let's see. Come on over, Elizabeth. Let's switch these out. We got some others to go through. Alrighty, so the top row goes to the reject box unless somebody decides to take me up on that offer. And the bottom row, we've got Mill with F, G, H, and I, and Jim with the J. All righty. And now we got some magazines here. Alrighty, so start with these.
Elf Quest number 2.
Bro, you're creating auctions to simply pay the bills. You cannot take on more cats like feeding a pet.
Elf
Yeah.
Quest number 3.
Alrighty, Elf Quest from Work Graphics, 1978. Number 2, number 3.
Deadly Hands of Kung Fu.
Read the whole thing because people got to read. You got to know about that.
Is Jim Kelly the new Bruce Lee?
Yes. Yes, Jim Kelly is the new mother from Bruce Lee, even though this is like 50 years ago. It's pretty badass. Okay, anyway. This is a weird one, kids. I had to look this up. Apparently, this is some sort of tie-in with a CD. But this is still in the factory shrink wrap and still has the certificate of authenticities that says this certifies that this comic edition is an authorized and authentic first printing of issues number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each one of these have a certificate. For Bruce Dickinson's The Mandrake Project, printed and released in January 2025 through Z2 in partnership with Bruce Dickinson and Phantom Management. Each one of those has a certificate. They're still in their wrapping. Please show those off. Okay, this is that was issue number 1. Bruce Dickinson's Mandrake Project number 2, number 3, and number 4. All right. I have this deeply discounted as well. There you go. Okay, next up, we've got the actual comic book part of this particular lot. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Give me that top one. Show off the others first.
Just Married number 111. Just Married number 80. The Bionic Woman number 1. James Bond, Permission to Die.
By who?
Mike Grell.
Damn straight. All right. You met Mike Grell.
Yeah. AV in 3D number 1.
All right. And let's get to go for lot number, Wilbur, what is that? 13. Lot number 13. All righty. Go for lot 13. Some great books. And the Bruce Dickinson, man, I don't know what that is. Does anybody know what Bruce Dickinson's Mandrake Project? I guess it was a CD of some sorts. They decided to put out a comic book series on. We've got the first 4 issues here. Right away, Tony Hayes says 8 on Dolo 7. All righty. James Bond. Permission.
The Mandrake Project was originally a CD book.
A CD book. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
like a book on CD.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
And then they printed it out, and it's 12 issues.
All right. Well, here's issues 1 through 4. And from what I saw on eBay, deeply discounted issues 1 through 4. What? There you go. Where do you go on this one? There are some good books up here.
Oh, probably the Just Married.
Yeah.
I've got the Bionic Woman. It's decent.
Romance comics are surging.
They're gaining in popularity again.
You know who started the romance craze in the 60s? Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. they looked and they were wondering what niche is not being met. How can we get girls reading comics again? And they put out young romance.
Well,
I just that's
that was when it hit its peak, because they actually started putting the romance books out in the early 40s.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. So that was when they restarted. Okay. I read that in the autobiography, My Life in Comics. It's such a good read. And I mean, I kind of skipped over that. And then we bought a house, that kind of stuff. But when he was talking about comics, that is just really an interesting read. All righty. Mill says 10 on the Bionic Woman. So we've got James Bond. We got the Bionic Woman. Can we get the Elf Quest done, ladies and gentlemen? By the way, both issues are 8. I don't know. I guess I forgot to put a tag up there. Let's see. Both issues are 14. Let's go 14. Pure Nostalgia. What is it? The Bionic Woman. Gail, did you ever play Lindsay Wagner as a kid? We ever like did she have the
No, I didn't intend to.
You never played that?
Yes, they used the same sound effect for both.
Okay. I know that me and Chris we played Steve Austin and all that kind of stuff. He got to be Lindsay Wagner. I could still hear the sound when they ran in slow motion. Elizabeth, you know what? TV and such was just better in our day because it was so cheap. There was there's a cheese factor to the stuff that we watched. What is AV in 3D? I need to, I know, I looked it up and I found, obviously it's kind of a, oh goodness gracious, what is that company called that did Cerebus? Aardvark, right? So that's what it is. It's Aardvark in 3D. So you got a bunch of characters from their companies. I'm a little interested in getting into ElfQuest after learning about the story of its creators, says Austin. Well, I've got issue number 2 and 3 right here of the Warp Graphics magazine from 1978 and 1979. I'll go 13 on the both of them. Exactly, Tony. I still remember an episode when she was trapped by a speaking computer. Oh my gosh, I don't remember that at all. Aardvark Vanaheim, says Trusty. Trusty, come on in, man. Oh my gosh, Trusty. I almost asked you again because I've got another YouTube video description in the voice of Stan Lee that includes an ending of Excelsior. Say again?
Is there 3D glasses with the AV and 3D?
Yes, there is. That's actually why I had Elizabeth hold out for a little bit, so I could put the 3D glasses in. So you do get 3D glasses with the Aardvark in 3D. All righty, gang. We got a lot of great books up here, and Gail keeps telling me that she's got a lifestyle to maintain. Am I right, Gail?
Yeah, you need to pay for our 30 cats.
Yeah, she's got a whole bunch of cats that she needs to maintain. Let's see. I see Neil the Horse on the cover of Jay. That was the first indie book I ever purchased, says Mill. I just barely got paid over the gas I paid for today. Yeah, we all know how that is. Well, it is what it is. It's actually a pretty good day today. But it's a very chill day. I promise you, I will set the thing straight as far as the whole phone versus widescreen thing. Eric and Boyd, not Eric, yeah, he's done. He just got pushed one little bit too much. Doors always open. I've had to use my little sister's car. She just got a license and she's on vacation now, says Austin. So I get to use it. You know what? I know it's not the same thing, but you say you get to use your little sister's car, and all I could think of is when Brandon he goes out to chase his brothers in the Goonies, and he takes a little girl's bike, and there she is, my bike, my bike. I'm thinking Austin's running out, grabbing the car, and there's his sister on the side. My car, my car. I don't know why that popped into my head. It's just kind of weird. It's those kind of thoughts that kept me out of the good schools. That and heroin. But you know what I'm talking about. Am I right, Gail? You and your heroin abuse. All righty, let's get the 1 minute warning here, guys. Not a lot of love for these books here, but I've got hope, and I've got faith that somebody wants a couple of Just Married comics. There we go. Austin driving his sister's hot pink 1995 Dodge Neon. Wasn't it in the 90s, like every girl that wanted to consider themselves mean girls or hot girls or whatever, didn't they drive Volkswagen Bugs for a little bit? Wasn't that the thing? I tend to remember a lot of Volkswagens on the road. I don't know. Hey, Elizabeth, let's get these down. Let's get to the sets here. Okay, so Bionic Woman is with Mill. And Tony Hayes has the James Bond by Mike Grell. Alrighty, everything else into the rejects. My neighbor has VW convertible about the age that would be appropriate in the 90s. Maybe that's it, yeah. It was in the 90s. Here you go. The magazines won't fit in that box, so. Well, there we go. Good day, sunshine. I don't know why I got that song in my head. I don't know anything. I don't even know if those are the right lyrics that I am singing. All right, we got some sets here. Oh, here.
Spider-Man and X-Factor, number 3, 2, and 1.
That is the full set.
Martial Law, number
5, I think. Yeah.
4.
Is it only 4?
4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Teen Titans Spotlight on Jericho, number 5, 4, 3, 2,
Well, that's Starfire.
and 1. The Amazing X-Men, number
4.
4, 3, 2, and 1. The Astonishing X-Men, number 4, 3, 2, and 1. Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, Last Rites, Part 4, 3, 2, and 1. Daredevil Fall from Grace, number 324, 323, 322, 321, and 320. Captain America Out of Time, Part 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Justice Society of America, number 3, 2, and 1. And Justice Society of America Classified, number 3, 2, and 1.
Let's get the go for lot number, I think we're on 14, right? Yep. Go for lot number 14. Prices are as marked. Go for lot 14.
This little slip.
He is a cute cat. Yep. Alrighty. Let's see. She's actually super chill. She keeps telling me, Troy, use it when she's not, but just wait for permission. I'm not gonna buy. I get that. You don't want to just take a car out without saying something. It's stuck in your head because I love to laugh. Ha 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 ha. And when the sun is out, you've got something you can laugh about. All right. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. All solid sets. Yes, they are. E's accent is like spoken autocorrect every time he says horror. I'm the only one who says it correctly. I am 100% convinced of that now. All righty, kids. We need some. We need some comics sold. All right. Gail's got an expensive taste. Not really. She really doesn't. Neither do I, tell you the truth. Bum, 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 ba, 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 da, 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 boom, boom. Okay, we've got 5 on I and J from Jim, taking the JSAs. All righty, we got JSA 1 through 3 to Jim, 5. And then we've got JSA classified, probably the better of the deals there. All right, and those are 1 through 3 for 5. It happens to me all the time, Mill. I call Austin my favorite guy, but it switched to Turd. He probably hates my guts. Yikes. I could see that. How about this one slick? I'm looking at the Teen Titans Spotlight, the 2 Daredevils, the JSAs. Those are probably my favorite of the bunch.
The Spotlights definitely. I kind of would go for the X-Men's with the Age of Apocalypse storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's good stuff. Neither one of us picked either Martial Law or the X Factor Spider-Man. I don't even have an inkling of what that Spider-Man X Factor is about, and I know I read it a while back. I've never read Martial Law, though. I can't tell you two things about Martial Law except for Fear and Loathing is on his chest, and so is a lot of red and blue.
There's some things that you pick up and you read, and they're not bad. They're not bad, but they're not good enough for you to remember what they were.
Well, after so many years of comic book reading, right? I mean,
yeah.
Think about
they're just stories that don't stand out to you.
Yeah. Think about how many individual comic book issues you and I have read. It's incalculable. I mean, it's such a large number. So,
and you know what the thing of it is? The books that we read are a drop in the bucket.
I know,
the
right?
total comic books that have ever been printed.
when I think about our cover rankings, you know, we never did Justice League 1 through 12. Justice League of America, the originals, we never did them. That is something to me. We have done 300. I think the next one will be 330 episodes, and there's so many we haven't done yet. There's just tons there. Things that I read now don't stick for the most part, says Jackson. I think that's an age thing too.
Yeah, because there's comic books that until I bought my first copy of Overstreet Price Guide back in the 70s, I never knew that so many comic books existed.
Yeah, and you just see that big long list.
And now I have a lot of them.
Yeah. You figure 330 runs is 3,300 covers alone. Yeah. Well, we did double up on a few. And we would have people do their favorites, and sometimes those would double. So we have those. But yeah, basically we've done 3,300 covers. Maybe I would say about, for being fair, probably about 3,250. Because I know we've doubled up like on Crisis number 7 and such like that. But yeah, 3,000. We've looked at 3,250 covers at the very least, 3,300 at the max. Or we will on Sunday. That is not too shabby. All righty. Unfortunately, these aren't going. Elizabeth, except for, of course, the JSA, which are going to Jim. Everything else, unfortunately, into the reject box. All right. That's kind of sad. I think, yeah, come on. But the Daredevils, the X-Men, at least, guys. Come on. All right, let's get these down. JSAs to Jim. Both of them. All righty. Cool.
Well, I am going to have to bow out. I
All
hope
right.
that was of some help tonight.
You were. I dig on the conversation. Plus, at the very least, I got to check out what was wrong. I still demand to recount on
Alrighty.
Zach's Captain America.
Yeah. You have a good night now.
You too, sir. Have fun. Thank you. All righty. Come on in, Eric. I know you're listening in. Could use a conversationalist. All righty. Let's see. 1, 2. We're back to the $5, kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Except I'm going to give. Hold on just a sec. I forgot one of the stickers. There we go. And here we are to save the day. There we go. Let's see. Nice, Austin. Do that. Okay, go on ahead. Let Elizabeth do her thing.
Green Lantern, Lantern Against the Dark, number 3.
Oh, let it focus. And there you go.
The Uncanny X-Men, number 226. Return of the Wicked Witch, number 1.
From Oz, Return of the Wicked Witch from Xenoscope.
Van Helsing, number 1.
Cover B, also from Xenoscope.
The Phantom, number 65.
From Charlton Comics.
The Three Musketeers and Robin Hood, number 23. Fighting American featuring Speed Boy, number 1.
That, hold up real quick. That has a split right up to here. That's why this is in the $5 and it's not a big dog. All right.
DC 100 page super spectacular Batman.
Yep. Well, did you get the number?
Number 20, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's it's one of the DC. Yep. DC 20. Yep. That's what it is.
And the Mighty Thor Special 300 issue. And Superman Action Comics number 460.
Yep. There you go. You were holding it underneath the camera. There you are. Cool. Thank you. All righty. Bidding begins at $5. As soon as I get the go for lot number 16, I believe we're on. All righty. Go for lot 16. There you go. Yep, these are $5. England team, the siren is calling for Breen to come into the water. It's fine, but Breen strapped himself to the mast. All righty. I sent a message. Your public awaits to Mr. Breen. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Yeah. All righty, kids. You got some good books up here. Frankly, I don't think that Batman should stick around. Thor should go. Fighting American, somebody needs to pick that one up because it's awesome. Surprisingly enough, the Cheesecake Xenoscopes are actually written well. Yeah, but that entire bottom row should be gone by now. All righty. And we have 5 on D from Tony Hayes. Alrighty. And D is the Van Helsing. Van Helsing number 1 from Tony. All right. And then we've got 5 on A and C from Jim. And that is the Green Lantern, 80 page. Jim. And then C is the Oz. All right. Excuse me. And that is Oz, Return of the Witch. There we go. And that is with Jim at 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more lots. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Well, I sent a message to Mr. Breen. We'll see if he comes in. Oh. And we've got 5 on G and H. And that is the Fighting American and the Batman. Fighting American number 1. And the DC 100 page. Number 20, starring the Batman. And that is both Mill. There we go. Say again. He was running around. Okay. I never see him do. He's scared of me. So when I come downstairs, he runs behind things. All righty. We got some congratulations on your picks there, guys. Yeah. Uncanny X-Men 226 does not have any bids. Neither does the Phantom. The Three Musketeers and Robin Hood, Thor, and Action Comics still need some love. All right. All right. Good day, sunshine. Boom, boom. And it has been a couple of minutes now. I think we gotta get the 1 minute warning. as we move on. Oh, there we go. Hey, Mel, Van Helsing cover reminds me of Moulin Rouge video from the 90s. A little bit. All righty. Let's see. 1 minute warning. There we go. Excuse me. Alrighty, so I got a message from Mel a while back, and he and I both. I sometimes watch this guy. His name's Mint Hunter. He does auctions also, but he does some videos and such. And he's got a wall, and he's standing up. Now, Mel, you sent me a picture of his setup. Were you suggesting that I do that myself, or with the wall and everything? I'm only asking because I recently went over. I was looking for. I think maybe it was your address or something, and I saw it, and it made me think of it. Oh, by the way, we got a wolf spider walking around here. I think he's. I noticed him earlier, and I think he set up shop here. He's not there, but there's a web right here in the window. Yeah. Have a good night. Have a good night there, Austin. Take care. Be safe. We are moving towards the last few. We've got, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more lots left of the show. You know what? We could get the stop here. Not with simply that he had quick slots to put stuff in the regular buyers so he doesn't have to search for boxes. Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like he's got the way he's set up underneath. I thought that was where he was pulling comics from, was those boxes, but I know what you're talking about. And I don't know if it was you or somebody suggested that I have boxes set up, but I am very limited in my room right now. By that I mean in the space I'm using, because I think that's a great idea. It's just I don't have the space to do it right now. Alrighty, let's get the stop. We'll bring these down. We'll get the next round up. I need to write some books down. Wait a second. Oh, I'm sorry. Fighting American and the Batman is to Mill. And Jim has the Green Lantern and the Return to Oz, The Witch. And Tony Hayes has the Van Helsing. Alrighty, cool. Half of the lot sold. That's not bad. That's not too shabby. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go. And it's not pricks, by the way.
Grand Prix number 22.
And she read it wrong anyway. You are my daughter. All right. And that's number 17, by the way.
Justice League of America anniversary issue number 250. Battle Classics number 1. Sergeant Rock number 333.
These are they just looked a little rougher on the edges there. That's why they're in the 5s and not the big dogs like the others.
Sergeant Rock number 394. Marvel What If number 8. What if the world knew that Daredevil is blind? The Incredible Hulk number 9. Marvel What If number 12. What if Rick Jones had become the Hulk? Marvel What If number 29. What if the Avengers defeated everybody? And Marvel What If number 1. What if Iron Man had been a traitor?
That is a one shot. Do not miss a chance to bluff. Alrighty, let's get the go for a lot. What are we on? 16 now? 17? I never remember from one to the other. You'd think I would, but only if you've never been here before. We are on lot number 17, so let's go for lot 17. Last of the $5 lots of the night, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Definitely the what ifs are awesome, Sergeant Rock. The battle classics, by the way, that is awesome as well. I should say that should go. Of course, we got a cool issue number 250 of the Justice League. There you go. Judging by the covers, what would you go for, Elizabeth? They're bigger on the TV. What looks cool? From an artist perspective, what looks cool?
There's a lot of good ones. I like the What if Rick Jones had become the Hulk?
What if Rick Jones had become the Hulk? That's actually a pretty decent issue. All right, we've got 5 on B and 5 on G from Jim. And that is the Justice League, number 250, as well as the Incredible Hulk annual number 9. All righty. JLA 250. And Incredible Hulk annual number 9. Ink Hulk annual 9. All right. And then Tony Hayes has 5 on H, the one that Elizabeth just picked. What if, number 12, Rick Jones had become the Hulk? Tony Hayes says $5. I would recommend the what if the world knew Daredevil was blind as well. But all the what ifs. Them some good stuff. Alrighty. Let's see. Do we get Moa? Like those Sergeant Rocks or that Battle Classics? JLA annual number 2 was from the earlier, and that is with Jim. Right? Writing down the past, making sure I got everything. There we go. And I'm showing myself at 103. Does that sound correct? I'm actually right. I'm catching up on everything right now, Mill. It does. It's getting around that. I'm putting down the Bionic Woman right now. All right. But yeah, I'm catching up, getting everything on your character sheet. Jim Mill, Fight American. Fight American. Was 5, as well as DC 100. 20 Batman, which is 5. Okie dokie. Let's see. 13, 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 83, 93, 103 is what I've got for you, sir. Yep. Excuse me. Woo! 103, and then let's see, that would be goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With the others, it would be 126 after ship. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. I have been coughing so freaking much. I'm thinking it might be the cat. What do you think? You think it could possibly be the allergies? You think maybe you can not have the cat in the room so much? Small or not? That's I'm breathing in this thing. Hi. Anyway, you have a good day, Mill. Thank you, man. You have a good deal. Have a good deal. Have a good day is what I actually meant. Let's see. We still have some Grand Prix, some Battle Classic Sergeant Rocks, a What If, Daredevil, What If the Avengers, and What If Iron Man to go. I'm putting up the 1 minute warning here. All righty, as we have 5 lots after this. We're going to move on to some $3, the last of threes, and then we've got 3 last $2. I got to tell you, I like the $2 books I got. I like a lot of the books I got. Sometimes it's like, I don't know how this is going to go. This came in a collection. You know, this Bruce Dickinson, by the way, for those of you who don't know, it's Bruce Dickinson is the lead singer of Iron Maiden. I don't know what this is. I don't know how this is going to sell. So it's like, wow, I'm curious. You know, I'm when I get stuff like that in collections, and that's how they come. I just get boxes of comics, and here it is. I just don't know, but there's sometimes where I'm like, wow, I think this is going to go. You know, and I think I have more of that with the $2 books right now than I do a lot of the stuff that came in as big dogs. Although I do think some of the big dogs are really cool too. All right. Mill is a great guy, says Tony Hayes. I agree. I very much agree. Yeah, he is. It was very kind of him to get to the Nightcrawler tonight. It was very nice. Let's see. I was writing stuff down. Let me make sure I've got everybody. I wrote that. That's Jim's, and I got that. What else did Jim have from that page? JSA 1 through 3. That was at 5. And the JSA classified 1 through 3, and that was at 5. And that's at 48. Alrighty, and then the Green Lantern, and that was at 5. And then Oz Return, that was at 5. That's at 58. Okay, and let's see, JLA 250. Let's get the stop here since I'm writing stuff down that's on this one. Let's get the stop, and we'll get these down. We'll get the next round up. Thank you, honey. And by the way, if you guys want to tip your waitress, feel free. Anything, just put a note saying this goes to Elizabeth. You don't mind if somebody wants to tip you and send you some money or anything?
I don't mind.
You don't mind that?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
That doesn't go against all of your morals? Didn't your daddy raise you better? Not even a little bit. Not even a little. Did your daddy raise you well at all? Really? You're taking that time? Oh my gosh. All righty. So Jim has the Justice League and the Incredible Hulk annual. And Tony Hayes had What If Rick Jones Had Become the Hulk. All right. There you go. Yeah, Rick Jones. Not Rick James.
All I can think of is
They're two different people.
Where I was going.
Yeah. Jim also has excellent taste in comics. Most people here do.
What if Rick
Oh, that's-
James
yeah.
became the that would be a good
What if Rick James became the Hulk?
book.
I'm married to her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All righty, we're in the $3, ladies and gentlemen. So let me change the number here while Elizabeth does her thing.
Daredevil and Savages, number 202.
Actually, you know what we should do is we should get your PayPal address and we could put it in the corner or something like that, or we could put it up on so people can find it if you want.
Daredevil number 204.
This little kid was fart bombing.
That little kitten is fart bombing Gail.
Daredevil number 205. Daredevil number 207.
You know you're gonna have to move that over.
Yep.
There you go.
Daredevil in the Deadliest Night of My Life.
That book is so awesome. That is a great book. It's kind of, have you ever seen the movie People Under the Stairs?
No.
Your parents suck. Okay. They did not show you this when you were a child.
Remember when she was a child?
These people get stuck in a house. They can't leave because it's booby trapped.
Mhm.
That's that issue of Daredevil right there. He goes into this house and he can't get out because it's booby trapped.
Daredevil number 209.
That book is so awesome. He goes to a Walmart and he can't get out because there's too many Girl Scouts trying to sell him cookies.
Daredevil number 210.
That book is.
Daredevil number 211. Daredevil number 214.
Good day, sunshine.
And Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, number 216.
The Gale is back. Gale is a Daredevil villain. Look at the TV, honey. Yeah. All right. Bidding begins. $3 each. As soon as I get the go for lot 18.
Gael.
Is Gael. Is Gael.
What I got called in Florida.
Gael. Alrighty. JLA 250 for Jim. All right. Okay, let's see what goes on with the Daredevils, ladies and gentlemen. Take the entire lot at 25. Individuals $3 each. Take the entire lot at 25. Oh, it's my headphones. They're finally dying. That's what I've been hearing all day. The bird damn near killed them. All right. Tony Hayes says 25 on the lot. Elizabeth, you want to come get it? Let's just bring this down and get the next lot up. All righty. Daredevil lot. Tony Hayes. 25. All righty. 250 each. Not a bad price for some Daredevil. I'll get the stop. I was wondering what that sound is all day, and nobody's complained about it. And I was like, that means I'm the only one hearing it. And it's my headphones finally dying. The ones that have basically been eaten by the bird. You know, I was even thinking today I should just go on ahead and buy new ones. All righty, the last of the $3 for the night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on just a sec. Let me do a little surgery on this. 1, 2. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's see. There we go.
Justice League of America, number 226. Justice League of America, number 230. Justice League of America, number 235. Justice League of America, number 239. Justice League of America, number 237. Marvel Comics, Heroes Return, The Mighty Thor, first issue. Marvel Comics, King Size Annual, Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, number 3. The Heroes World Catalog, number 2. Skull the Slayer, number 2. And Fantastic Four, number 129.
All righty, bidding begins at $3 each. As soon as we get the go for lot number, what is this? I put 18. I think that last one was 17. I think this one is actually go for lot 18. There we go. All righty, here we are. Great Justice Leagues. Cool Thor, by the way. If you like Thor, pick Thor up. There's going to be more in the $2 lots. I don't know if are they the same though. That is Heroes Return. No, I don't think it's the same run though. But there you go. Anyway, it is a Thor. Tarzan Skull. I mean, come on. That Fantastic Four cannot survive. It should be lot number 19. Really? Really? Okay. Go for lot 19. There we are. All right. Bum, bum. Lot of books should be getting gone. Gone get. Gail doesn't know how to do that. Gone get. Gone get. You gotta make it sound.
Sorry, I grew up in the city.
Nah, no matter gun home and man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. I was a homo, man. Make it. Did you like to see homos naked, man? That's all right. Everybody's got that thing. Huh? All right. Let's see. All righty, we are cooking with gas. Jim comes in 3 on CDE, F, G, A, and J. I dig that cover on D. Says Tony Hayes. It's a good cover. I've got the first appearance of Vixen. $10 if you want it. I haven't put it out in a long time, so part of me was going to put it on the book on the wall, but if you want it, $10. I'll show it in just a little bit. I gotta write down Jim's books here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. He had C, which is Justice. Whoops. What Justice League is that? That is 235. Okay, J, L, A, 235. And that is Jim. $3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it was D, which is Justice League 236, right? 239. All right. Hey, Mr. Breen, what's up, my friend? How are you doing today?
Sports-wise, I was all right till a minute ago.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but you know,
Things
when
took a turn.
if you have a $500 million payroll and
Mm-hmm.
you lose 2 games in a row, you can go get another $500 million player.
That's the way it works, huh?
Well, there's
Okay,
not
it's
going to
about-
be a 2027 baseball season because of this.
Really?
Yeah.
How? I mean, like you say that to me, and I'm taking it literally. Why is baseball?
Because there's not going to be a season next year. There's going to be a strike that will last at least through next season. Because
Oh.
yeah, it said that the Dodgers are literally going to have a $700 million payroll, and they say, well, other owners could do it. No, they can't, because the team that owns the group that owns the Dodgers are worth
Huh.
close to Elon Musk money. And like I said, they just
Yeah.
right now they've got 7 guys. Now with this new guy they're getting, and with what they'll sign him for, they'll have 7 players making more than $30 million a year. And 2 of them are one's making
Huh.
70 and one's making 60.
Little baby.
So don't chew the wires.
He's not eating downstairs.
No wires.
And Jay is fantastic 4129. I would ask you where would you go on this board, but I know it'd be that Fantastic Four. Would be the first one.
Yeah, and then the
All right.
then the Justice Leagues.
Jim's got a couple of those. He's got a couple of the Justice Leagues. It's he's got Justice League number 239, 235, and then he's got number 240, whatever it was over there in E. And then he's got Thor number 1, Tarzan Annual 3, and Fantastic Four. I have no idea. I guess the Heroes World catalog is this is what we're selling. Skull the Slayer. Okay. No love for that, and no love for A and B. That's all that's left. 3 on H. I like these books. They're kind of an odd time capsule, says Grand Admiral. All righty. 3 on the Heroes World. Part of me is saying, get the stop right now before Grand Admiral comes to his senses. I have no idea what those things are, but I get it. They are. It's a curiosity. Why not? Grand Admiral. $3. Okay. Okay and okay. Now just Justice League of America and Skull the Slayer. What is it? The A and B and I are the only ones looking for love in all the wrong places. I plan on reading that Alice Cooper issue tomorrow, says Tony Hayes. So it came in, huh? All righty. I actually did a video on that where I read it and commented on it. By all means, check out the video, leave a comment on it. I want to see if we had the similar thoughts. Because that is quite a fun read. It really is. Really is. But I'm glad you like it.
Did you get rid of the strip that was on the wall?
Tony Hayes bought it. I sold it to him for sentimental value. Not the book value. Not the, you are eating my Cheetos. Put my Cheetos down. The kitten's eating my Cheetos? I don't even like cats. Elizabeth, kill that kitten for me. Yeah, that's working. I cannot run an evil empire if you guys have feelings. Oh, you think? You know, I read so many comic books where dads train their kids to be evil. But where did I go right? Where did I go right? I found a couple in dollar bins. It's basically if you took all the ads in comic books and in the day put the ads in the book. That was kind of awesome. That really is. I like oddball things like that. Hey, Grand Admiral, did you see my the Bruce Dickinson Mandrake Project books? Those are weird. I don't think I'm going to get rid of those anytime soon. but we will see. We will see. England team, you sold it to me for 55. I will let you know what I think post reading. All righty. Yeah. I know I added a couple of bucks. I added some money based on the fact that I truly did not want to sell that book. And I was actually, okay, if you met the price I threw out there, I thought, nope, it's going to be too much. And Tony Hayes met it. Okay, cool. All righty. Let's get these down and get the next round up there. Elizabeth. Tony Hayes saying, I dig the cover on. Oh, we talked about that. Frankly, as far as covers are concerned, I actually like the Fantastic Four and the Heroes World. That one's it's just too wild. It is just too wild. You gotta respect the Heroes World. All righty. What do we got? Start at C. And then go to D and E. Those are for Jim. Alrighty, grab that 4. That's for Jim. And these are numbers 235, 239, and 237. Thor number 1 from the Hero's Return. Tarzan King Size Annual number 3. And Fantastic Four number 129. Those are all to Jim. And Heroes World is to Grand Admiral. All righty. And welcome back, Grand Admiral. Everything else, it's the reject box, which is, it's kind of a cheat, though. I could say it's filling up faster, right? But we got sets in there.
Yeah.
That doesn't really count. In my head, it doesn't count anyway. All righty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let me change the number. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Now you, Eric. You know the song.
Yeah.
Do you know the song? All right. Elizabeth, do your thing.
The Warlock Chronicles, number 2. The Warlock Chronicles, number 3. The Warlock Chronicles, number 5. The Warlock Chronicles, number 6. The Warlock Chronicles, number 7. Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 11. Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 12. Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 14. Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 19. And Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 22.
Alrighty. Bidding begins. $2 each. As soon as I get the go for lot number 20. Alrighty. Let's see. Go up. Nope. That wasn't working. Let me try it again. Here we go. Go for lot 20. There we go. Let's see. E is having a Skeletor moment. I don't like being good. I want to be evil. By the way, I said it before. Love that freaking movie. I really love the Masters of the Universe movie. That is so much fun. It is the modern day Flash Gordon. I don't think I'm alone in it, but I'd like to see the old Hostess ads collected into a trade. I don't think you're alone on that one. I think that would be fun. Has that ever been done? Even underground there, Eric?
I wasn't paying attention.
Talking about the Hostess ads. Grand Admiral says that he would love to see a trade paperback. Would it be a trade paperback or like a prestige format comic book? I mean, they're one page. I think that would be really cool because it would have to be a Marvel versus DC, a Marvel and DC kind of crossover event kind of thing. But that's a good idea. Alrighty. When I look into your big round eyes, and the flowers and the trees and the moon up above. That's Tony Hayes. They were always traveling down a perilous river, says Tony Hayes. I guess so. All right. Goodness gracious. Well, so it's just been sports for you today. Has things turned out your way?
Well, yeah, again, it's there's no point to any of this.
Oh,
They have everybody, and I said that their pitchers, their pitching contracts, not counting the $700 million guy that pitches,
yeah.
are over $1 billion. You can't beat them. And I found out they didn't even have to go pay their top 4 prospects. It's
Wow.
48 years ago, the Reds had won back-to-back World Series and were a couple years removed from that. And the Reds traded for they'd gotten Tom Seaver in 77, and they were getting Vida Blue in 78.
Yeah.
The commissioner stepped in and wouldn't let the deal go through. Said it led to a competitive imbalance. And here we are 50 years later, and teams literally with $1 billion payroll.
It's like what they tried to stop just came to pass. Alrighty, so Tony Hayes offered 15 on the lot. We're going to take that, and we're going to move to the next round. All right, let me get the Tony Hayes page. That is something.
God, they didn't.
I remember-
they didn't give shit for him.
I actually, I'd stopped watching baseball in the 80s. I think it was 80s where they had the strike.
That was 94.
Was it? No, there was one in the 80s. I remember there was
a strike in it. There's a strike in 81.
That was it. That was it.
11.
Wow, was it really 81?
94 was the season that they canceled the last third of the season, and there wasn't a playoffs or World Series that year.
I remember, and now granted, in 1981, I was 11, so take that with a grain of salt. But I remember thinking that the baseball players sucked because we didn't get baseball, or we weren't watching it as much. And I was thinking, man, I would play this game for free, and they're moaning because they don't make enough money and they're rich. And yeah, that was my take on it back in the day.
The Mighty Thor, number 3. The Mighty Thor, number 4. The Mighty Thor, number 5. The Mighty Thor, number 6. The Mighty Thor, number 7. The Mighty Thor, number 8. The Mighty Thor, number 10. The Mighty Thor, number 13. The Mighty Thor, number 15. And the Mighty Thor, number 19.
All right. Let me get the go for lot number 21. Bidding begins at $2 each. There you go. Go for lot 21. See what I'm saying? We got some good $2 books. If they did that, the Vampirella people would wait. What? The next Moondragon costume will probably be Tinsel. Then yes, Jim, but she needs long hair. If they did that, the Vampirella people would probably sue. You think a modern day moon dragon costume would be tinsel? I mean, are they really going in that direction? Did I miss something? I know you're about as in the dark as I am these days about modern anything. I'll tell you what, though. Next week I'm going to have a couple of Jim Balance Catwoman trade paperbacks on the shelf for you guys. Punched in the face by Hercules. Huh. Stop one. If he should possess the hammer of Thor, the world is doomed. That's actually, I think, I like that cover. Cover to eye. Okay, let's see. Does Thor get rejected? Bow, bow, bow. Next week is not a pay week for you? Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on. Artists have been treating Moondragon's costume like Power Girl's chest. I thought that modern day would start covering her up. I guess I am wrong in that. What comic is she in? The Avengers again, or is she part of what do they have her in these days? And yes, I do realize that if I wanted to know, I could actually read the books, but that would mean I would be reading modern Marvel, and I don't know. Even RDV doesn't like the prospect of reading modern Marvel, and he does shows on it. Okay. Let's see. Well, I'll also say the same thing as the last lot. If you take the entire lot, of course, it's 15. Go. Alrighty. So I know you're not reading new stuff, but are you reading anything older, or are you on novels and books about baseball?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's cool. I picked up a Stephen King book called Revival, which I'm quite enjoying. But mostly it's been the comic books. I was talking to Elizabeth. I realized it had been 20 years since I read a novel. So I started picking up these Stephen King books I bought a long time ago. I never read. But I hadn't read anything that wasn't also drawn in 20 years before I picked up The Gunslinger by Stephen King. Jim is saying that Moondragon was covered up in the Defenders, but as soon as the series ended, it went back to the original costume. Huh. I am kind of surprised at that. I thought that they would definitely want to have her covered up. That's kind of kooky. Some characters get the pass. Alrighty, so there's no love for Thor. Here you go, Elizabeth. One more. Let's bring these down. We'll get the next round up. All right, just a little heads up. Dan Jurgens. This is a Dan Jurgens Thor. Yeah. Anybody? Anybody? Bring them down. They go to the reject box. All right. Unless, and the offer still stands. If anybody wants to take the lot, $15. All right. Boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. All righty. Put those there. And this is the last lot of the night, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Let's see if this gets any sale.
Team America, number 10. Team America, number 11. Team America, number 12.
Do.
Excalibur, -1. Generation X, -1.
Oh, that's flashback. Just call them flashback Excalibur, flashback generations, Generation X.
Flashback X Factor, -1. Flashback Wolverine, -1. Flashback Cable, -1. Flashback The Incredible Hulk, -1. And Flashback X-Force, -1.
Here we go. Bidding begins. $2 each. As soon as you get to go for lot number 22. Last lot of the night. Go for lot 22. What the hell happened to my computer? Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Oh. Alrighty, let's go for lot 22. There we are. Alrighty. I've never read these flashbacks. Have you?
I read some of them, yeah.
Yeah, are they any good or is
Some
I guess-
were.
yeah. The Wolverine and the Hulk at least. Cable actually looks pretty decent. Mr. Sinister's okay, but definitely Team America up there is the go-to in my opinion. Actually, that's what Tony Hayes believes, as he says 2 on A, B, and C. All right. That is Team America. And that is issues number 10, 11, and 12. 10, 11, and 2. All righty. And that, excuse me. And let's see what else we got going on here. Is it looks like the Wolverine and the Hulk were both good, says Grand Admiral. All right. I'm going to let this run for just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. You know, I was talking to One Slick, Eric, about, we were talking about how many episodes we've done of the cover rankings. Mill figures, he was like, wow, that's 3,300 comic book covers you guys have looked at. I figure it's about 3,250 because we've seen a few doubles. But I mentioned we had never done the original Justice League, not 1 through 12, you know. So I'm going to ask, I know it's not a big thing, but I'm going to ask you, is there a book that you think we should have done? That you don't remember us doing?
No, but I was thinking you mentioned Justice League.
Yeah.
Now, I'd rather do Justice League covers in the 100s in the first 12.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. Those are some, with the
Okay.
7 soldiers of victory standing over the grave site and all that kind of stuff.
Well, like I said, the one you showed tonight from '76. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Neil Adams cover.
Yep.
Yeah, there were some good ones in that era.
That was pretty damn good. And by the way, in that condition, even at $10, he got a deal. I would have to check the flea market, Tony, to see if I still have the Team America number 5. I don't honestly know if I still have it. I because a lot of times, but I haven't sent a lot of books to the flea market in the last few weeks. My room is filled with comics right now. I need to get that done. But yeah, I'll check it out. I'll send it to you. Let's see. Not to mention when you've shown the read on the cover rankings. Was it the Wolverine and the? Oh, you mean like? Yeah, that would be for more concepts. Like RDV wanted to do shark covers, which I love the idea. And apologies to the ladies, but I'm going to be replacing Pretty Pegasi with shark covers. So I know it's not during Shark Week, but I think that's a great. I think that's just a great. It's a better way to, if that's going to be our last episode, or at least our last. It's not going to be our last episode. It's just going to be the last one where we do it as a usual show. Because I see, just let's rank some covers. And let's do that as a live stream sometime. But the shows have been getting only like 20 or 30 views anymore. This is the only thing now that gets a substantial amount of people, and for a shadow band channel. But the last cover rankings have only been getting 27 to 35 views on its initial run. So, yeah, unfortunately. So I am proud of the cover ranking show. It lasted 300. We lasted 330 episodes so far. So I'm actually proud of it. It's just it ran its course. It just ran its course. All righty. Last one there, Elizabeth. Let's get these down. Then there is none to get back up. But the Team Americas are going to go to Tony Hayes, and everything else hits the rejects. All right. And that was issue number 10, 11, and 12. All right. And the rest are, they're not going to fit in that reject box. So why don't you turn around and put it in the box right behind you. All righty. There we go. But yeah, I kind of like doing that too, Grand Admiral. Because what I would do is I would search down all of whatever I'm looking for, at least as much as I could. And sometimes I would have just hundreds. That's it. Thank you, honey. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to tip your waitress, just go on over to the PayPal, mediumadmin1@gmail.com, and mark it for Elizabeth. It gets sent to her. All righty. And there you go. I'll tell you what, next time, like I said, we can get yours and I'll pin it just in case anybody wants to. Why not? All righty. I'm not saying it will happen, but if people want, they can. All righty. Yeah. She, by the way, she liked Mill actually sent her some money, and she was very happy about that. So that's why I brought it up. All right, Grand Admiral had Heroes World catalog, and that was at $3. That's it. I know I'm holding some books for you. Grand Admiral, I think right now they would still fit into an envelope. I gotta check. To make sure about that. Next, I finally cleared out the areas so I could sit down. I could go through everything. We created a bit of a mess. We had family over, so everything got put onto the wall and kind of buried the comics that I'm holding for everybody. So just pure laziness and lack of the ability to pick things up made it so I couldn't get to them. We can get to them now. So I'm going to make sheets for everybody, and I'll put down what I've got, what I'm holding for you and such. Give a heads up about shipping and all that kind of thing. I do appreciate the patience. I get it. Oh, hey, do me a favor though, before you go. Can you, it's cold. It went from cold to hot. If you don't mind. I don't know how to speak. I'm asking her to turn up the ear. Aren't you? Yeah, there you go. All righty, Jim has, would you do that $13 for 2 $8 books, Airboy #1, and Free Comic Book Day, Johnny Quest? Done and done. Let me make a trusty page real quick here. Where did my pen go? Here it is. All right. Trusty.
Chef.
Trusty sidekick. Are you okay?
I said, Chef.
Oh. Airboy #1 and Free Comic Book Day. Okay. She left. Free Comic Book Day, Johnny Quest. All right. And that's 650, 650. And that is 13. And I think with Trusty, I think I'm only holding maybe 5 or 10 books for you. Jim, I've got 83. So obviously I missed something. You said 117. So I am missing 20 something dollars worth of books. I don't know if that's from when Ashley was here for me. I'm going to guess for me. But what I got for you is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 26 for 3 as Superman Action Comics. She's got number 24. I know that can't possibly be right for $2. Really? Oh, okay. It could have been the other $2. Thor 450 for 3. Adventures of Superman number. It says 500. Did we have Superman? Did we have Adventures of Superman 500 up here for 2? Fantastic Four 262 for 3. Uncanny X-Men number 276 for 2. Superman 100-page special for 5. Gen 13 number 5 for 2. Tarzan number 1 for 8. JLA Annual number 2 for 8. JSA 1 through 3 for 5. JSA Classified 1 through 3 for 5. The giant-sized Green Lantern for 5. The Oz Returns or Return of the Witch for 5. JLA 250 for 5. Incredible Hulk Annual number 9 for 5. And then these are all $3. JLA 235, 237, 239. Thor number 1 and Tarzan Annual number 3. When you send your list, I'll add to whatever's missing on my sheet just to make sure. How much would it cost me for shipping if you shipped all of your stuff? Well, right now I've got 2 boxes and I think 2.5 boxes. So I'm guessing about maybe 60, 65, I guess, because I would have to send like the half box. I would go into probably one of these smaller brown boxes. But once again, I know I'm holding about that much for you downstairs, and I would have to go through and make sure because there may very well be 3 boxes. So 3 short boxes worth of stuff. I do have to get more short boxes in. Oh, look. So I do have that, but yeah, let me check and make sure, and I'll send you an email. Excuse me. Alrighty. Let's see. Trusty Airboy number 1 and Free Comic Book Day Johnny Quest at 13. All right. I'll grab that in just a second. Darkness Comes has What the number 4 for 2, What the number 25 for 2, and X-Men Classic Lot number 15. All right. Mill had New Teen Titans Annual number 1 at 5, Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 at 8, Nightcrawler 1 through 4 at 10, send to Tony. Fantasy Masterpiece number 10 at 10, JLA 138 at 10, Adventure Comics 408 at 10, Detective Comics 443 at 10, Hawk and Dove number 1 at 20, Bionic Woman number 1 at 10, Fighting America number 1 at 5, and DC 100 number 20 featuring Batman at 5 for 103. Tony Hayes had Spectacular Spider-Man 201 at 3. It literally just says whole $1 lot, so I guess that's the first one. For 7, Spider-Man. She made you a deal without checking with me. That is awesome, by the way. I love the fact that she did that. Mainly because when Ashley's doing the show, I want her to feel comfortable. It's her show, you know. I don't want her to do it to the point where it's like, yeah, you can take the lot for $2. Let's see. Spider-Man number 35 for 3. U.S. Agent 1 and 3 for 6. Nightcrawler 1 through 4 for free. What If lot for 20. James Bond for 8, the 1 and 2. And then we've got Van Helsing 1 for 5, and What If number 12 for 5, the Daredevil lot for 25, the Warlock lot for 15, and Team America number 10, 11, 12 for $2 each. There were 2 books that didn't make your list last week, 2 of the big dogs. FemForce number 1 and the Sergeant Rock. Do you still want those? They didn't make your list, so you didn't pay for them. But I just want to know if you still are interested in those. I'll put them on the list here, and I will send them away. But they were orphans. I was holding on to them. I was like, "Who the heck?" So I had to. I had to watch the show. Alrighty, had a few Jim's too, by the way. But we talked about that, me and Jim, because as we're doing now, he always has the list. I went over his list. There it is. Fun read, the Johnny Quest trustee, says Jackson. All righty. I got to tell you, I'm interested. Tomorrow, if everything goes well, tomorrow we are doing Star Spangled War stories for our comic book cover ranking. And I will pass on them. I did not bid on FemForce or Sergeant Rock. Okay, so that got marked down wrong. Someone else grabbed them. Okay, no worries. Okay, so also I'm going to be doing more hangout streams, I think. So I don't know if we're going to start at number on Monday or something, because Gail works all day on Monday. So we're really not doing much on that day, although you are getting Thursday as a day off. So that I'm looking forward to that, because we'll have the same day. Not this week? Okay. All right, kids, there we go. And wow, thank you. Thank you very much. What was your total? Oh, Tony. Tony had 103. All right. I wish we could do some Johnny Quest readings over on We Read Comics. Why don't you tell them? Let's do some Johnny Quest. Who, if it wasn't for him, who was it? Because I swear, I read it off, and I heard myself say, "Okay." Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Tony. We were finishing Superman versus Spider-Man tomorrow night. The older one or the newer one? Are you in on this one, Eric? Superman versus yeah. Is that the older one?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's actually breaking him up now. I know he's you guys have done some marathons. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So what time tomorrow are you guys reading Superman and Spider-Man, the first and the best one? What time do you do the reading so everybody knows when to go?
8.
All righty. So join them at 8 on We Read Comics. And then after that, come on over. Let's look at some Star Spangled War stories. Should be good. Looking forward to it. With that, thank you very much for hanging out and making my daughters feel welcome. I get it. You guys insult me to make them feel good, even though I'm awesome and you guys know it. I really do appreciate that for my daughters. I really do appreciate that. I think Elizabeth actually likes I think she actually likes it. She is. I like the way she reads things off, because it's kind of oddball. You know, it's like she doesn't know where to begin and end with the title. So yeah, it's really kind of fun. I appreciate you guys showing them respect and love. I do appreciate it. But that being said, join us tomorrow night, 10:30 for the cover ranking. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. See ya. Oh, hold up. Elizabeth does a good job, says Tony Hayes. Thank you, sir. Have fun. All right.